Well, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Flight Deck to Sim live stream. Today, it's the 8th of May, 2020, 4 minutes past 6 here in the evening in the United Kingdom. And here we are back where we left in our last live stream in Austria, in Vienna, for a nice little hour and 15-minute hop over to Romania. Our first ever time to Romania. We're going to be going to the capital, Bucharest. It's great to see there. Now, I've got to say straight away off the bat, Christian FIR, who even before the stream started, came in with a whopping 50 quid donation. That is absolutely insane. A massive thanks to Christian for that. He says, please do a dusk approach into Bucharest. Now, the way I've timed this, it's going to be just after sunset, so it will be dark when we get there, but we will have a lovely sunset flight. But thank you so much for your incredible generosity there. That's very, very kind. Secondly, prior to the stream today, we had 4 new members join. So massive thanks to Tyler Gregory, Mark Davidson, Marcus Anderson, and Kai Preshaw. Thank you very much for joining us, members. Welcome on board, guys. You'll get all the exclusive members-only content as well. Great to see lots of familiar faces, as per usual. Anthony Teal is saying, howdy all to everyone. I'm going to be watching out for you as usual. Tim Waters is here. Richard Dahlia, Gintra Stows, Waypoint Richie is in the house. Sim737 Pilots here. Spitfire RF 100. That's a nice reminder. Happy VE Day, everyone. Obviously, 75 years ago today marked the end of World War II. And I was actually thinking of doing a bit of a War Thunder stream for that. But the reason is I wanted to jump into the ZIBO mod. He's been so busy in the background making changes,
50,
updating
40,
it to ensure there's
30,
a performance
20, 10.
increase, which we're going to talk about shortly. Thank you very much, Franco Bob Fred, for the $2 donation. I'm still checking my bags. Don't leave without me. Thank you very much. We'll hold you on the gate for as long as possible. We'll delay it for you there. But yeah, that was really, really nice to have the War do the War Thunder stream. I moved that to Sunday. That's because ZIBO's been really busy. He's made a lot of changes to the mod. Now, I'm not a programmer in any way, but what he's doing, some of you might understand this, he's changing the way the mod works to do with X-Lua scripts. He's switching it to C++, and the idea is there's a huge performance increase of some sorts. Now, I have this pre-release version of the mod today, and I've already noticed here, right now in Austria, I'm getting around, with Orbeck scenery here, with live weather, around, well, you can see it there, 40 FPS, but in the mod, about 45. It's around a 5-10 FPS increase. Now, this hopefully will come to you in the next few days or so, but I have no idea when he'll release that, but I've at least grabbed it for this stream today, which is good. So let's zoom into our stand. Great to see a few alpacas here as well. We've got an Alpaca 17 Alpha, Alpaca 8 November Echo, Alpaca 27 Lima. We've got a couple of Ryanair aircraft with us, and a few aircraft hopefully going to join us on our way to Bucharest. There is full ATC in there this evening. They have an event that started just now, and hopefully we'll be able to avail to that. But here we are on the stand. We parked on the corner there last time a couple of days ago in the 7.5. We've switched it out for the 7.3, of course. We have to do a ZIBO mod stream every other stream. We tried to anyway. But yes, thank you very much, Nick. Good VOD to you as well. My favourite new Dutch word. I just realised I need to get the Sim Toolkit Pro up and running. There we are. I hope that's now popped up for you. There it is. Stand Charlie 32, completely cold and dark. There was a slight delay to the start of the stream because I accidentally spawned on someone else's stand, so I switched stands, and then I was like, oh, I don't want to start messing around. I thought X-Plane might crash something, so I did a full restart, which is why we're running a few minutes late. But there we are. Let's jump into the mod. We have, I don't know any typical Austrian names, but they're admiring the new inaugural Alpaca Airways service to Romania this evening. They've come and watch us do our setup and push off stand very shortly. So let's jump into the fly deck, guys.
50,
Batteries on,
40,
GPUs on the bus.
30,
thank you very much, Kai
20,
Preshaw, one of my new members,
10.
has just come with a £2 donation. Very kind of you, sir. Thank you very much. I've had you on board as a member as well. That's very, very good of you. So batteries on, GPUs on the bus. It's getting a little bit dark in here, so let's now turn the lighting up straight away. We won't usually bother with the circuit breaker lighting, but let's get the dome light on as well. We're going to have a lovely flight into the sunset. By the time we get to Bucharest, it will be getting a little bit past sunset and dark there. Helmet and Gunter, love it, William Edward. There you go, there's Helmet and Gunter admiring this lovely aircraft indeed. So we've got the battery on, GPUs on the bus, electric hydraulic pumps we can pop on now as well. Oops, I need to turn this X checklist off, which always seem to come on by default here. There we are. Let's turn the sounds up slightly as well. Now, I've had a little fiddle with the sounds. It might be quite loud, but again, keep me fed in chat about if it's too loud, too quiet and stuff, and we'll make the changes there. So batteries on, electric hydraulic pumps are on, landing gear lever we can verify is down. We've got 6 green lights, ship's library and aircraft documentation we can now check. Down here for the usual fault fire tests, there's the bottles, there's the fault detector, in-op and overheat detector as well. Here comes the fire test. 3 red lights, love the illumination of this always when it gets to around dusk and dark as well. There we are, popping up to the upper overhead panel. Emergency exit lights are on. Actually, fasten seatbelts are off. We do need to pre-fuel the aircraft. Thank you very much, Captain Hamed737. Welcome on board, sir. You'll get all the exclusive members-only content. Glad you are on board too. And you'll get our invite to our members-only Discord as well. Thank you very much. So, let's have a look at the flight plan today, see how much fuel we need. I've also done the performance on the official Boeing OPT app from my work EFB, so we'll have a look at that for runway 16 for departure. There's no ATC here at the moment. Now, we're going to expect an event. I don't know how busy it will be. I'm not going to put a huge amount of extra fuel on board, so if I was doing this section in real life, I'd go with 6.4 tonnes, with the weather being as nice as it is this evening. Let's put an extra 15 minutes, so an extra 600 kilos, so 6.4 plus 600, 7 tonnes exactly, and that should do us quite nicely. It gives us a little bit of wiggle room to perhaps hold if there is a delay, so let's request 7 tonnes on board the ZIBO mod. So payload, fuel first, 7 tonnes, enter, fuel, we'll call for the fuel truck, and the payload, we're going to have a full load today. We're going to have 185 passengers, which should give us a zero fuel weight of, I think it was 58.9 tonnes, there we are. 58.7, close enough, so yeah, quite fully loaded today. The fuel should be coming on board as well. Let's imagine he's called Gunter as well. Lovely bit of Shell Jet A1 coming on. Nice and cheap at the moment, as you can imagine. Oh, there is ATC there now, the Professor. Excellent. Well, we'll grab the clearance before we start anything here, because the wind's quite light and variable. I think it's just coming in from the south, so I'm thinking 16 for departure, so we'll have a look at what's going on with the clearance there. So, all looking good for the fuel. The payload's matched now, so we can now make our way down here. Up here first, so emergency exit lights armed, fasten seatbelts. We'll hold off until the fueling is complete for a little bit of realism. Push the attend button, that's all working. We'll pop the logo light on. This to steady, tells the ground crew have AC power connected. Flap lever matches the flap indicator position. Quick takeoff config warning test, that the horn is sounding. The cargo fire test can come next. Now, where's the bell? ZIBO, we have a fault. There's a few bugs in this one because it isn't public yet. So yeah, ZIBO, if you're watching the cargo fire test, we have no fire warning light or horn. Now that would be an issue in real life. I'd have to then check the MEL, see if we can go without the fire warning bell. There's probably something, I don't know off the top of my head, but something that probably allows us to go if the light's illuminated, but that would be 100% an MEL restriction. I should think that would definitely affect dispatch, but I'll have a look at that later in the cruise. So yeah, that's not working. Hopefully we won't have any cargo fires today. Transponders set. We'll put this on to VHF 1. Turn up the panel lighting down here. The manual gear extension door is closed. Circuit breakers are checked. Up here, stall warning test. There we are. Mach airspeed warning test. All looking good. Put this to VHF 1. Service interphone never really used. Nav. Heading STS, 8 minutes for the alignment. Emergency escape rope is stowed, and that's it. We can now commence the boarding. There we are. Where are we for this one? There we are, start flight leg.
50,
perfect, everyone's
40,
now coming on board.
30, 20, 10.
Thank you very much, says Arulu, for the £3 donation, sir. Very kind of you. Looking forward to you landing in my hometown. Well, thank you very much, sir. I'm looking forward to going to Bucharest. I can't believe we haven't been there yet. In fact, there's a lot of the Eastern Bloc countries we haven't actually visited, or any parts of Eastern Europe as well. Now, if you are always interested, guys, if you go to my video description, the third link from the top, you can always see an interactive map. In fact, I'll go now to make the effort of posting the link. You can see exactly where we streamed before. Burak! one of my long-term members has just purchased an indoor pillow from the X-Plane store, from the Teespring store. Thank you very much again, Burak, man. You're going to have the full merchandise soon. That's very, very kind. I hope you rest your head there many a times, and perhaps even a hangover recovery. You could put your head on that and enjoy yourself, guys. Thank you very much. And if you don't know, guys, we have lots of new merchandise in the store. Any purchase to that contribute to the channel directly, and we have some of the merchandise as well. The Are You a Real Pilot t-shirt does contribute to an anti-bullying charity as well, so that's very, very kind of you. Thank you very much, Burak, indeed. Cool, so working our way down here, we've done the preliminary safety inspection. Now, someone did mention there is some ATC available. There is, we have an ATIS. Let's double click that. So I'm just going to copy the ATIS now. So it's information Delta here. It says landing runway 11, departure runway 16. That's perfect. That's what I've planned here. Surface wind is 110 degrees, 6 knots. Cav OK. Temperature is 23 degrees. Dew point is 5. QNH is 1015. So that's all copied. Information Delta, and we'll tune up ground. They've all come online now, so we've got ground tower as well. So no clearance delivery. So 121.6. We can hear voices. Now, guys, please let me know in chat if that's too loud, too quiet. We'll make the changes in the settings accordingly. In fact, whilst they're talking, I'm actually going to detune that. But from what you heard, let me know, and I could perhaps change some of the volume settings. For me, it sounded perfect, so we'll have a look at how we get on there. What does CAV OK actually stand for? Clear and visibility is okay. Clouds and visibility okay. So it's no clouds. Is it below 5,000 feet? 10 kilometers visibility or more as well. I can't remember off the top of my head, but CAV OK is good. We like CAV OK. That's what we always like to see. Maybe a little louder, just a little. Okay, yeah, we'll have a play with those settings. That's good. If you want me to turn it up a bit, that's a good sign. Cool. So grab the ATIS. You know what? Actually, let's grab the clearance now as well. And let me just have a look at the... I do need to turn it up because I can't even hear him. So bear with me, guys. I'm just going to my volume mixer here. So I'll grab the clearance of him, and then we'll carry on with the rest of the setup. We are due out at 1:30, okay, at 17:30 Zulu, so we've got about 14 minutes left. So we're going to QNH set 1015.
Minimums. Approaching minimums.
Thank you very much. Dante Nicotara has just joined as a member. Thank you very much, sir. Welcome on board as a member. Glad you'll join the content. You'll get all the exclusive members on your content as well. Thank you.
5000, squawking 4610, loud motion 2 Mike Charlie.
Loud motion 2 Mike Charlie, read back correct and start up approved.
Loud motion 2 Mike Charlie, thanks.
See, some people, he's very quiet. Someone talking now. Thank you very much. There's the routing here. We've got the Adama 1 Bravo today. Positive rate. Had a look at the MEL. I believe that's okay, providing no cargo, flammable contents in there. Okay, interesting. Thank you very much to James 30 Degrees. Bought the Are You a Real Pilot classic t-shirt. Thank you very much. Have a great flight tonight. He says, thank you very much. Mariana will be very, very pleased that people are purchasing all the things she made. Thank you indeed. Very, very kind of you. Got one of your t-shirts bought. She's just come up now with a snack. Hopefully she'll give me some. Thank you very much, Hickory 002 as well for the £3 donation. Good evening, Captain Hope all as well. Hug the chief pilot for us. Jack, you have a hug. Yeah, he's looking at us quite evilly because if we didn't walk him today, we went for a bike ride instead. He's going to get a long bike walk tomorrow, but he knows he's not being walked today. He's very, very mad at us. Right, anyway, let's grab the clearance now, guys. Thank you. What's our call sign? Oh my... Guys, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, what distractions. Harold Yuri, thank you very much for purchasing classic t-shirt. Are you a real pilot? I'm not a real pilot, and I doubt that you are as well. Oh, I don't know if that's a dig, but thank you very much for the t-shirt. That's all I can say. I think they finally cottoned on, Marion. I'm not actually a real pilot. I'm actually a alpaca trailer. They've got it. Savage. Right, hopefully we'll get the clearance now.
Air 6128, you clear destination uniform kilo via the Coxa 1 Bravo departure route, initial climb 5000 feet, squawk.
Apparently.
With Air 6128, read back correct.
Ground CSA 670, ready for taxi.
CSA 670, taxi holding point runway 1,
Minimums.
Well, I don't know what happened there,
Approaching
guys.
minimums.
The stream just died. I've no idea why. It was only because I saw lots of F's in chat, but something happened. No idea why, if it's an internet thing our side or something there, but thanks for your patience. Whilst that was going on, Rafida Rashid just joined as a member, so thank you very much indeed. Welcome aboard as well. You get all the exclusive members who do content too for our Discord. Oh, had me worried as well, Lord Pringles. I'm not sure. I've never had that before. The Streamlabs thing said it was running fine. It was just a little hiccup. I know YouTube has had lots of problems today. It's been cutting off and on. For example, earlier I couldn't see my channel, but another G, blame BT. Yes, they are my service provider. There are other service providers available. Right, let's try and grab the clearance now, whilst there's a little gap here. The second Mariana joined, it lagged. Yeah, a little suspicious.
6128, push and start through facing east, orange line.
Orange line. Vienna ground, good day. Alpaca 60 Quebec. We're on stand. Charlie 32. Information Delta QNH 1015. Departure clearance to Bucharest, please.
Alpaca 60 Quebec, Wien 10, Euclid Bucharest via the Adama 1 Bravo departure route, initial climb 5000 feet, squawk 4617.
Cleared to Bucharest, Adama 1 Bravo departure, climb 5000 feet, squawk 4617, Alpaca 60 Quebec.
Alpaca 60 Quebec, read back correct.
Perfect, so we've got the clearance now, so let's get the squawk in, 4617, as expected. 4617, 5,000 feet. We can now set that as a hard altitude, as we know that's our clearance. And there we are, very good. Brendan McCree, any quizzes today? No, but I will do a giveaway because I'm feeling very, very generous today. And I think we're going to give away the zipped hoodie, aren't we? The zipped hoodies have been very popular. So we'll do a giveaway. We'll ask one question. All you've got to do is get it right. We'll set it up with Nightbot. And I'll do the giveaway perhaps just around 15 minutes before top of descent. So once we're airborne, I'd say around 35-40 minutes into the flight. But yes, stay tuned. There is the chance to win the official Flight Deck to Sim hoodie. Yeah, we'll do that there. How long will this flight be, Luca? It will be around an hour and 15 minutes or so. Right, we're getting a bit behind the game here. So 1015 is set. MFRA today. I've got the official Boeing OPT app already. Not SIVA, hopefully not today. There we are. It's the MFRA of 1860. In it goes here.
50.
Thank you very much, Will Bewley. That's very kind of you, sir. £2 donation.
10.
It's okay. The Adult Highness has arrived. Thank you very much, Will Bewley. Yes, yeah, you're not quite an adult, as I keep being told. Cheers, Will, for the continued support, buddy. Thank you very much. Right, so MFRA is set. QNH is 1015. Terrain Airport's going here. Just going to turn his volume down slightly. There we are, so we just turned the 80s down for a second there. CA97, what does the 1860 mean? This is the height in which, in the event of an engine failure, we'll climb to, maintaining V2 to V2 plus 20, depending on what speed the engine failed. And once you're at this height, we'll accelerate the aircraft and pitch down there. Cool, so that's loaded in there. Background, we'll put this lighting up a little bit. AFDS, we're getting there, guys. There's the FMC coming up. So here's the operational flight plan, fresh off the press. I printed this off about 2 hours ago. We already know about the fuel, 7 tons coming on board. Geographically, I'll show you where we're going. So I know everyone likes to have that information. So here we are, we're going to be taking off from runway 16. This is Slovakia here, so briefly going into Slovakia, then flying over Hungary, and then onwards to Romania. As I said, flight time around an hour, 15 minutes or so. Otherwise, we'll start punching in all the information. So FMC, latest there, it hasn't changed since we last streamed. We are in Vienna, Lima Oscar Whiskey. GPS left, routing to LROP. I've never been to Bucharest in real life either. I've never flown to Romania.
Alpaca
0, contact tower 123,
Alpaca 60 Quebec. Departure, runway, oops. Well, that was just coincidence, it happened to be the right SID, 16. It's pronounced Adama, Adama 1 Bravo. And then from Adama, for such short sectors, a little bit of information to punch in, but we're going to be going via Zulu 618 to Vedder.
contact tower 123,
Direct to Alamu. Direct to Ipari. I don't think there's too many airways between these sectors, but I've often had sectors with directs and no airways. They do occasionally pop up. Direct to Turkey. Lima. Ooh, we don't have a Turkey. There's a Tegri, that's why.
Austrian 202
Lima
for taxi
605
Foxtrot 12
to
via
Lamit.
Echo exit 32 and blue line.
And then Papa 981 to Tosfi. And there we are, Tosfi 3 X-ray.
50,
So
40,
Tosfi 3
30,
X-ray.
20,
Let me just get this in, buddy, and I'll say my dues. Thank you very much. Tosfi 1 X-ray, and it's going to be. I'm not sure, but we're going to go for ILS 26 right initially, activate and execute. Perfect. So routing information is all plugged in there. Thank you very much, Captain Berto, for the $5 donation there. Good morning from California and good evening to you, Captain. Let's fly. Awesome stuff, Captain Berto. Enjoy your breakfast, put your feet up, get yourself a coffee, and yeah, nice little short sector today, and our 15 minutes as well, which will be super cool. Thank you very much. So that's in performance then. So 0 fuel weight 58.7 reserves. Our alternate today is Sofia. So we're going to go over there if we have any problems. And we need 2.8 tons. Cost index is 30. Cruising at flight level 370. The elevation over in Romania at Bucharest is 314 feet, so we'll punch in 300 here. Happy days. 370 is executed. Top of climb wind going straight up to 370, so we can punch that in here from there. 313 at 58.
Wind ground, servus.
Nice little tailwinds for us today.
Runway 16 vacated, request taxi to stand.
-1. He's very happy. Right, so actually, look, proper performance DA for you guys. Let's just reconfigure my view. Oh, more merchandise coming off the shelf today. Thank you very, very much. That was Fullerton Swinton Waters Outside Gearboard, a classic zip-up hoodie. Tim, I think that's you. Tim, thank you so much. Tim just bought the official Flight Data Sim hoodie. Very, very, very kind of you, Tim. That's awesome stuff in navy blue, and I think you've got a white one as well, so that's really, really kind of you. I think it looks really cool in blue. In fact, we've ordered a couple, haven't we? So we're hopefully going to get some. So it's very, very kind of you, Tim. Thank you. Cool. So yeah, let's have a look at the proper OPT for you here. So I preloaded this a little bit before the stream, so the weather might have changed slightly. I did this around half an hour before the start here. So you can see here, based off the ATIS, the surface wind, I can't remember, it was slight headwind, but I've actually put -3 conservatively here. Dry runway, 22 degrees, 1016 optimum, flat 5 air conditioning auto, anti-ice is off, and we're going to use 66 tons for our gross weight. You can see it's 65.7, that's fine. I based that off taking a little bit of extra fuel and stuff, so this is the most conservative value here. Notice the intersection I've used, Bravo 4, that's about a third of the way down the runway, and that is actually, I think, looking at the aerodrome briefing, is where they prefer departures to go from for kind of runway occupancy and efficiency. So we'll request Bravo 4 for departure. I'll show you where that is shortly, and we'll go from there. Awesome stuff. So happy then, it's going to be full 22k. Here's our V speeds as well.
40,
thank you
30,
very much
20,
to
10.
Jamlin for the £5 donation. So very kind of you. Sorry not to join this stream, but it's street parties for the Veterans Day here, for the
30,
VE Day. Thank you very much, Jamlin. Yeah, I did notice not on our street, but cycling around town there was a few things going on as well this evening as well. So that's fantastic. I absolutely 100% allow you to go to that. That's
40,
really cool, Jamlin. Thank
30,
you. Oh my
20,
goodness me, guys. Thank you so
10.
much here. A couple three coming in at once here. Frederick Brunson, thank you very much for the 22 Norwegian krone. Enjoy this evening with an ice cold beer. Awesome stuff. Thank you very much. Enjoy your brew there. That's very, very kind. And thank you very much as well, Bartos, for the donation. Best channel which I've ever seen. Oh, there are other channels available, but thank you very, very much, Bartos, for your kind words and generosity there. Thank you ever so much there. Right, back into ZIBO Mod, and we'll get on our way eventually, guys. I promised. Usually it takes half an hour, so we're good here. So you'll notice for 22k, 93.8, the difference is because we don't have the AP bleed pressurised, so that will reduce to 93.0. And the speeds are 140, 141, 146 for flap 5. There we are. So within a knot, we can accept those speeds in the FMC. If there's more than a knot difference, we have to take the OPT speeds. That's the difference there. CG then 19.0, trim is 6.25 coming up now. Very good. There we are. Trim is set. So let's go up here onto the upper overhead panel. Get the APU started. We'll do the upper overhead panel
50,
scan.
40, 30,
Your dampers on.
20,
Fuel pumps can come on to
10.
check the cross-feed valve. No fuel in the centre tank today.
Hi Cap, I don't donate very often, but always watch your streams. Have a good flight.
Thank you very much, Peter UK. Man, you're always more welcome to never donate. Just thank you very much for enjoying your streams. Very, very kind of you to come in, and I'm glad you're still enjoying the content, Peter UK, and thank you very much indeed. Oh, that's very kind of you. Where did we get to? Right, FMC loaded. V speeds 146. There we are. 146 set. I've nearly forgot to set V2. Right, there we are, onto the upper overhead panel. All set up here. We check the fuel crossfeed valve. AP is going to be on the bus very shortly. Fueling's done. Test the intent button, which we've obviously already done. Don't need to do it again, to be fair. Wind heat can come on at this stage. Electric hydraulic pumps are all on. Trim here is on. AP is now up and running, so we'll put the AP on the bus. AP bleed on. Packs can go to auto 2. That will give us a nice temperature in the cabin. That's all set here. Now onto the MCP. So runway heading today in Vienna, runway 16. So you want to put 160 on the heading here. It's an RNAV SID, so we're going to have a look at that short now. I'm just going to put the courses to 160 as well.
Berlin 560 my Echo push inside approved facing east blue line please.
160 coming up here.
50, 40, 30,
My goodness, guys.
20,
Thank you
10.
indeed. Who we got here? We've got Jake S. Thank you so much, sir, for the £10 donation. Thank you for all the great videos and streams. Quick question: how do I get the members only Discord? Well, Jake S, just punch that in chat. Thank you so much for your donation there. So the membership works as a join button you should see on my channel. If you're watching on my mobile, I don't think it's there. It's £5 a month. You get my members only Discord with exclusive content. We have an event going on for the members tomorrow, for example. You get to chat to me whenever you wish, ask any questions as you so wish as well. So yeah, keep an eye out for that, and yeah, you're more than welcome to join. We have people coming in all the time. It's very kind. Thank you.
I give it to you now because then you have
So
in a few seconds.
let's finish setting this up here. So 160, 5,000 feet, auto brake to RTO, reset the fuel flow. We set the QNH there, 1015, trim set, all looking good here. ILS for runway 16, I'm just going to use that so we've got some guidance. 185, it's tuned. All looking good. I think we're pretty much there, ready to go. Let's just brief the chart, show you what we're going to do today. So here's, oh, I forgot to do this as per usual. So here is Vienna Airport. Parking stands and airport coming in here. Back departures here. My goodness, how many departures do we need? We're looking for the Adama 1 Bravo.
Minimums.
Thank you very much, Stephen Murray, for your membership. Welcome on board, sir. You'll get all the exclusive members-only content as well. Very, very kind of you. Glad you're enjoying the content, and we'll get you in your into Discord as soon as possible. Thank you very much indeed. And I just noticed Tim as well, one of my very long-term members, who's been following me from the very start. Thanks again, Tim Fraser. The man, the legend, been out with the drone again this evening. Lucky to have so many nice areas to walk to. Keep up the good work, mate. Tim, thank you very much. That's very, very kind of you, Tim. Let's call that a wager, shall we? Give me your landing rate at some point, and hopefully you'll drop it, and we'll have a wager, and you can have it straight back if I lose. How about that? Thanks a lot, Tim. Very, very kind, man. Cool. So there's the SID. Right, let's have a look about the parking stands. So we're here on Charlie 32. Push back to face southwest. We'll go out here, very much like to go
50,
via Lima.
40, 30, 20, 10.
And what we can do, if you remember on the performance from the OPT, we can actually take Bravo 4. So ideally, we'll ask, look, we're ready for departure, Lima, and we'll go straight off via Bravo 4, and we can take off in that direction. It's an intersection departure. It's going to be far easier for us and more efficient to do that. If not, we're going to make a left turn taxi Bravo 1 to blast off runway 16 full length there. The SID, look at this, put them all onto one chart, how rude of them. So it's going to be the Adama 1 Bravo 16, climber 160, track to Whiskey 163. So there's Whiskey, hold on a minute, Adama 1 Bravo.
50,
now that is
40,
why we
30,
always check
20, 10.
the routing there. JKS, thank you very much again, man. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, I didn't want to put it just in the chat. The content is worth every penny. I did join as a member. I just don't know where I get it from. Oh, JKS, you're very, very kind, man. You are a member already. Sorry, Jake. So yeah, to join the Discord, type in on Google YouTube Discord synchronization, and that will give you the steps that you need to follow to get on your way. But thank you very much for the continued support there. So. Adama, this is why you always cross-check your chart against your waypoint in case you've there you go, look. Adama 1 Bravo, look at that, it's the Bravo Romeo. Could have easily blasted off on the wrong SID there, and that's why it's always worthwhile just have a little look at the departure, make sure everything matches up, and that's why we have briefings, guys, to spot everything there. Flight directors are off, are they? Yeah, testing you guys. Can we have are you a real pilot in chat? You firstly spotted the first mistake of the day, forgetting, not forgetting, but remembering to remind you to tell me to put the flight directors on. Thank you very much. So we just need to check that route discontinuity. After Adama now, because I had to reselect the SID. That's why it's so important to double check things here. Avitab, let's go to charts.
Thank you. Push and start proof heading east.
So Adama, Director Vader, there you go. So we can confirm that's correct. So we can go Adama, Director Vader. So you don't want it to blast off, engage LNAV, and the aircraft turns in the wrong direction. You're going to cause a lot of problems with ATC there. Right, now, lastly, let's get back to the charts. We are running late. We were due off 6 minutes ago. The CEO Jack's going to be have to be in a second. Let's go here to what am I looking for again? Charts. There we are. Let's try that again. So Whiskey 163. Hopefully Adama 1 Bravo. There we are. Climber 160. Track to Whiskey 163. 162-390 Adama. 162-390 Adama. Happy days. And there you can see. Look, it's just basically straight
50,
out.
40, 30, 20.
Ah, there we are. It's so
10.
confusing here. Thank you very, very much, Mike Ray, for the $2 donation. Very kind of you. Always excellent videos and learn a lot. Bravo Zulu. Thank you very, very much for that, Mike Ray. Very, very kind of you. Thank you indeed. Thank you very much, Tolly, for the £2 donation as well, for the Not a Real Pilot highlight. Very, very kind of you. Indeed, some of the content I create, you would be questioning your questioning my abilities for sure. Thank you very much, Tolly. So look at these little white-black points. These are noise monitoring points. So let's do an NADP-1 departure to avoid noise. You don't want to be blasting over this, causing too much here. So if we're in our Tupolev or a 727 today, so-called the Whisper Jet, I believe, the 72. Not that it was very whispery, but yeah, that's what those little points are on the chart. Right, there we are. Hope you're all happy with everything now. Let's just call for the better pushback. There's Ronald and McDonald still here, waiting for us to go. Ground services, better pushback, pre-plan. Well, there's only one way we can push back here, so let's actually do the whole lot here. Something like this.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
He sounds very Austrian.
Ground to cockpit. Toes driving up.
Germanic, I should say. Right, he's on the way. Now let's turn up the ex-pilot volume.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Maximum taxi speed CPT, like a Robin reliant with Clarkson at the wheel.
Thank you very much, Waypoint Richie. Maximum taxi speed captured like a Robin reliant with Clarkson at the wheel. I remember that episode in that crimson Robin reliant where he was rolling it over and stuff. That's very, very kind of you. Maximum taxi speed, yes, we need to make the time back. 30 knots we'll be doing. Very, very kind. Thank you. PA, you guys want me to do a PA? turn X pilot down. Do you want me to do a PA in chat? Oh dear. God, that's loud. I've just turned it back
Okay,
down now.
all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect. Set parking brake.
Right. I'll do a PA, guys. Unbelievable, you guys. Let me just turn X pilot right down then, so he doesn't talk over me. Right. So I need to be careful here again, so I don't spew out my operator. So here we go. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from the flight. It's your captain speaking. My name is Flight Deck Sim. I'd like to welcome aboard this Alpaca Airways flight, the 60 Quebec to Bucharest. Join me in the flight deck, Senior First Officer Mariana in the cabin today. Your team is led by Jack, ably assisted by Bill, Bob, and Ben. I was going to think of an Austrian name, but I couldn't. So we're just running a few minutes behind schedule, pushing back in the next 2 minutes. I'll be taxiing out to take off runway 16. That's the southeasterly runway after departure.
Now connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
30, 20, 10.
Heading over towards Slovakia, Hungary, cruising at 37,000 feet, onwards to Romania. Flight time 1 hour 15 minutes, cruising at 37,000 feet. It's a lovely evening to go flying, so expecting smooth conditions. Right now in Bucharest, as I just update my mobile phone to get the latest weather. Clear skies, winds coming in from the south, temperature of 18 degrees Celsius. Doors are now closed. My cabin crew will be showing you a safety demonstration. This is for your safety and for those around you. Please my to give you your full attention. Once again, you're very welcome on board. Thank you very much as well, Christian 4, for the £10 donation. Take me home, Captain. Oh, Christian, man, your generosity today has been off the scale. Thank you so much, buddy. We are nearly there. Now I think it's about time to get our push and start clearance. Right, let's give that a shot. Avian ground, Alpaca 60 Quebec, stand 32 Charlie, request push and start.
Alpaca 60 Quebec, push and start approved, facing south.
Push start approved, face south, Alpaca 60 Quebec. We're on our way, boys and girls, so air conditioning packs can come off. Anti-collision lights on. Parking brake is released, transponder 2 out off. There we are, checks complete.
Starting pushback, and you may start the engines.
Wow. Sounds like a U-boat that's about to dive into the Atlantic. Gotta love Flight Sim, it's so good now. Superb. So only running 10 minutes behind schedule. We could deal with that.
Go flight 472, you should give way the line at 737-800.
Right, starting now, engine number 2.
There's a Ryanair in front of us.
I know you guys like these views. I think the performance is good. I think I've noticed a performance increase here with the ZIBO mod, with this change from Xlua to C++. Whatever that does, it's definitely working. Oh, JKS, you've left the chicken in the oven. Better run back into the terminal. Right, 25%, there we go. Spar valve closed, very hard to spot in the desktop simulator. Anti-deal 10 minutes late, that's on time for Alpaca Airways. Craig Maunder, what would you do if he said Alpaca Airways were doing his real well PA? I've got genuine concerns for this. Really. I've got genuine concerns for when I do go back flying, sooner rather than later, that I am going to say Alpaca Airways, or certainly respond to Alpaca's ATC. That's a given. I've certainly accidentally nearly spewed my operator Japan Air, Alpaca Airways.
Operation complete. Please set parking brake.
Brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Franco Bob Fred. Oh, he came in earlier saying he's just got into the check-in desk. He says, wait, I'm here. Oh, if I could, I'd open the door and get one of the ground crew to get a ladder and get you up there. Thank you very, very much. There we are. Starter cut out, monitoring engine number 1. All looking stable. Superb. Right, disconnect.
Cargo 344 Heavy, request taxi.
Cargo 344 Heavy, taxi, holding point runway 16.
Fred, that fake Japanese, the fake British accent's very convincing. I know, can you not just notice that
50,
Japanese
40, 30, 20, 10.
Tower is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. I'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
Still very loud. So I'll just wait until we've seen the bypass pin. Look at this, it's going to be a lovely flight with a night here.
The Ryanair 737, I think, that crossed
Lord Pringle's quiz today. Note, but we're going to have a giveaway. I'm going to do a giveaway for one of the Flight Deck Sim hoodies. I'm going to do that halfway into the sector.
Wake, Alpaca 27 Lima, contact tower 123,
So, here's the bypass pin. I'm going to pre-tune tower as well.
Thanks for the help, bye.
Well, look at that. Look at that. I twisted it. Went to 1238 with one twist. That was superb. Right, let's do the before taxi flight. Generators on, APUs off. Start switches continuous. Gravity on, NCI stop required, air conditioning packs auto, APU bleeds off. The rest is all set. Flaps. 5 flight controls, forwards, back, left, centre, right, centre. Here comes the rudders. Full right, centre, full left, centre. Recall. Blank the lower DU, and that's it. We would then reach the before taxi checklist. We're all ready to go. Let's get the taxi charts up and running. Alpaca 60 Quebec, request taxi.
Alpaca 60 Quebec, taxi holding point runway 16 via Lima, Whiskey and Echo QNH 1015.
Taxi holding point runway 16 via Lima, Whiskey, Echo, QNH 1015, Alpaca 60 Quebec. Right, so we've got our taxi time. How long is this flight? It's Panda Pilot, about 1 hour 15 minutes. Just a short sector this evening. Not going to do 2 sectors, just a lovely little cruise for an hour, catch up with you guys. And yeah, this is my new job at the moment. And I do love it, to be fair. Awesome stuff. So Lima, Whiskey, Echo, guys. The jet charts are so unclear. But yeah, there's Lima. It's probably a little bit clearer here. So we've got Lima here, there's Whiskey, and then Echo's all the way up there. So you're going to probably want us to go straight up to Whiskey on to Echo there, but we might be able to advise that we're able to intersection departure. So there we are, parking brake released, config check, no takeoff config warning horn,
No shuttle.
and we're on our way.
Taxi holding point runway 16 via Lima, Whiskey and Echo.
Baskar Aka, only 232 likes, that's preposterous. Guys, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. We're just looking for a measly 514 today to represent the typical one we go for. I can't think of any others. The amount of nautical miles between our destination and arrival. 514 likes. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button, guys, especially as we're doing a giveaway as well. Let's do the giveaway. I should have linked the giveaway to the amount of likes. That would have been cheeky, but no, we'll do the giveaway regardless. So here we are. First left's going to be on to Lima.
Alpaca 17 Alpha 6, holding point runway 16, and hold short exit to the
Looking resplendent, that's my new word. There's Lima.
6, QNH 1015, hold short to on exit Paco enough.
What is this beast of a thing? Is there someone pushing in front of me? Might have to give way to this guy. Interesting. I've not been listening out, but it has Air Austral, whatever their call sign is, probably Pushback. We might just have to stand by here. I mean, in reality, if he was just pushing, you get a little whip around here, so you could probably go out via exit 9, back in via exit 8, perhaps.
123.8.
We'll confirm ATC. Vienna ground, Alpaca 60 Quebec. Just see a 777 pushing in front of us. Are we giving way to him?
The 777 isn't pushing back there. It seems like he's running on the gate.
40, 30.
He's just
20,
disappeared, no problem. I'll carry on. Thanks anyway. Oh, sorry, I just stepped on you there. Just say again for Alpaca 60 Quebec.
Alpaca 60 Quebec, now right on exit 10, then via Mike to exit 8 and Lima back.
Exit 10, and then we'll go Mike back in via exit 8 to Alpaca 60 Quebec. Thank you. So, I think, well, it's the only exit I could take here, so that is exit 10, perfect. So that's what would happen in reality. just get a little whip around as I suggested. Thank you very much, Tim. He's just super chatted £2. Resplendent hashtag. Is this going to be the new word? I love using the word resplendent when the sim's looking excellent. Thank you very, very much. Right, so out via exit 10, and then we'll whip in back in at exit 8. Cool.
Austrian 7901, request pushback and start.
Austrian 791, push and start approved.
Could be a scenery thing, you know, if he's got a different airport, could be a slightly different position for the stand or something like that. But I like to do everything as realistically as possible, as you well know. So there's exit 9. We're going to take the second one back in, and then we'll find ourselves back onto Lima. Analogy, just use the grass. if all things go to pot, then that's always the option.
23-8, louder motion to my Charlie, get out.
There he is anyway. Next left, back into exit 8. Oh, it's going to be lovely. We're going to be flying away from the sunset, so it's going to get dark very quickly after we're airborne. So we're going east. And the sunset's to the west. There we are. Sim is running very buttery. I love it. 45 FPS. ZIBO, you have to give credit to ZIBO, guys. I mean, he hasn't put too many updates at the moment. That's because I know he's been changing something like over 10,000, tens of thousands lines of code to change this thing from XLua to C++, and the performance impact is huge. A massive gain in performance. And this isn't even complete
50,
yet.
40.
He said 30, he's done I don't know how much
20,
percentage, but he has to do
10.
each file individually, but I know he hasn't finished. I was hoping to get it released tonight, he said, but it was just too much to do. Thank you very much, Philip Reed, for your kind donation, £3. Late against day, so Horace would say, as Horace would say, thank you very much, Philip Reed, for your for continued generosity. Very, very kind of you, sir. And thank you very much for coming on board. We're always waiting here for you here. That's very kind, thank you. Buttery landing is required now. We'll have to see what we can pull off. So, we are able Bravo 4, but there's a few aircraft at the hold point already, so it's not going to be any benefit waiting for a shorter takeoff unless we know we're going to jump the queue. So we'll take that left onto Whiskey, which is the end here, as cleared, and then go to hold point Echo. There's not much in the form of taxi markings here. That's why this is so useful. We've got quite a bit of a way to go yet.
Epica 179, follow the North Shuttle 737-800, crossing from right to left to holding point runway Bravo 1.
Holding point Bravo 1.
Mr. Fidel, what do you use for weather? Active Sky. Active Sky running in the background. It's not very, very clear there. Our Lima. It's already on. So that's really unclear, but this is Whiskey here. It's not really much in the form of markings. You can tell because where the building is, that's the fire station. And if you look, well, you can't really tell, but on my charts, my operator, it says fire station there. Was that me? Someone's having to expedite taxi. I hope it wasn't me. So there we are, and then we're going to carry on here. Whiskey's going to be this section here on the left here. There you go. Hey, can't miss it now. Big painted here on the floor in big letters.
Taxi holding point Bravo 1, runway 16 via Whiskey, exit 21, QNH 1015, runway 416.
Alpaca 17 Alpha's going to beat us. Unacceptable. It's been so long we were doing a setup, to be fair. We'll let him go.
Elpika 60, Quebec, you missed the intersection to Echo. Please hold short. Whiskey 3.
Okay, sorry about that. Hold short of Whiskey 3, Alpaca 60 Quebec. I was going Lima Whiskey Echo, sorry.
Elpika follow the Alpaca 737-800 in front of you to intersection Bravo 1.
Follow the company, Alpaca 17 Alpha to Bravo 1, Alpaca 60 Quebec. So I just want to make sure...
Alpaca 17 Alpha, contact tower 123, decimal 8.
67 Alpha, someone else, wasn't it?
Alpaca 17 Alpha, being one.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's not very clear on this chart at all, but on my chart, it shows this as whiskey here, and then echo up there, so I
123.
thought I was going the right way. There you go. Hashtag, are you a real pilot in chat, please?
Alpaca 60 Quebec, contact tower 123, decimal 8. Wake back Ryanair 416, contact tower 123, decimal 8.
123 decimal 8, Alpaca 60 Quebec.
And 123 decimal 8, Ryanair 416.
2 at once there. That's
Ryanair
unusual.
416, 123, decimal 8.
123 decimal 8, Ryanair 416.
Perfect. Right, we'll go over to tower shortly. But yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. I love it, chat. I love it when you guys do that. Yeah, I mean, you can see that the JEPI charts are just not. They're crap. I'm not going to say anything else. I mean, on my charts, it displays this one as whiskey, and now we're on echo now, so not sure. Anyway, we're on number 3 for departure. Let's get tower tuned. 123.8. 720 people watching. Guys, thank you so much for coming in on your Friday evening, morning, wherever you are on planet Earth. That's very kind of you. Looking for 514 likes today. So do me all a massive favour and punch that thumbs up button. Thank you very much. We are nearly ready for our departure on our inaugural service all the way to Romania. First ever time
Good
going.
evening, Ryanair 416. We are ready in sequence.
Ryanair 416 Tower, Service
Haven't
Police
even
Today,
checked in
Motion
yet.
2 Mike Charlie, contact Lean Radar 134, decimal 675, Service.
134675, loud motion 2 Mike Charlie, good night.
Perfect, let's bring it to a stop there. Right, parking brake set.
Alpaca 17 Alpha, holding point to Bravo 1.
1, 3, 4, 6, 7,
Hotel
5.
250, wind 0505, runway 16, cleared for takeoff.
A couple of donations coming in there, thank you very much. I don't know where Streamlabs is, it hasn't pinged me. Thanks Mike Ray, there we go, for the $2 donation,
40,
extra donation in case you need
30,
some caffeine, that's very
20,
kind. We're
10.
caffeine free for now, but it's not going to be a mega long stream, we should be okay. Thank you very much anyway Mike, and thanks again Thomas and Breger for the continued support. £2 donation.
40,
Are you a real pilot?
30,
You have us all fooled.
20,
I've been
10.
fooling everyone for 3 years. Surely now I'm streaming far more frequently. It'll be out the bag soon. That my job as an alpaca herder. And no offence if you are an alpaca herder, it wouldn't be a bad backup job. A backup job. My goodness.
Alpaca 17 Alpha, line up runway 16, right.
So Ryanair behind us, 2 alpacas at the whole point here.
Hotel 250, contact Lean Radar
Game to you, boy
134,
Borman. I
675,
hope you're all staying healthy. I think we're all good here. I hope you're all feeling well and healthy too. I'm sure Friday nights, you know, we'd have other plans. We'd be going getting a drink or something like that. But I'm so happy that you guys had come in with me, do some more flying on X-Plane. It was really cool. Metar Krog, fantastic. See what you did there. I am currently going barefoot. Well, socks on. No flip-flops, slippers, Crocs.
Alpaca 17 Alpha, wind 0505, runway 16, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 16.
Great stuff. So I'm having a virtual pub session with my mates later. That's cool. Adsy Teal, the kids can drink lemonade. Yeah, we'll get one for Will.
Alpaca 60, Quebec, Lean Tower.
Alpaca 60, Quebec, good evening. Holding point Bravo 16, ready for departure.
Alpaca 60, Quebec, Lean Tower, Service behind departing company, Boeing 737-800, line up runway 16, and wait behind.
Line of company departure, line up and wait, Bravo 116 behind, Alpaca 60 Quebec. So as soon as he starts blasting off, we'll get ourselves lined up. We'll do the flow now. With the radars coming on, so transponder to TAR rate. There we are, so he's on his way, so we can now line up. So confirm we are clear to line up, Mariana. Confirm. Clear left.
50,
No, you don't say clear
40,
left, you say clear right.
30, 20,
Oh, it's a good job there's no one
10.
taking off and going in the other direction. And we can even check below the line. Thank you very much, sir, to whoever that was. Cool, blimey, thank you very much, Christian. Very generous, sir. £20 donation. Have a shot of Palinsa at Bucharest, Captain. All the best. That's very, very kind. Christian, I have no idea what that drink is. It sounds very, very exotic.
Approaching
We'll
1-6.
sure get ourselves some. Thank you very much for your very kind donation, sir. I'm sure those lights are not meant to be there. But anyway, we check everything's right. So MCP set, transponders, TARA, strobe lights are on, landing lights are on. We're just holding, actually, sorry, on our takeoff clearance for runway 16 here. But we are pointing in the...
On runway 16.
I need to turn RAS down.
134,
There we are.
675, 117.
We've got that pre-tuned. Happy days. Just turn this chat down slightly. Oh, looking good. We are nearly ready. It's plum moonshine. Oh my goodness. Will the clock be forgotten to kick my cat? Thanks for reminding me. Have you pressed the traffic button on the EFIS? Yes. Traffic's on. That's an easy one to forget. If you forget to just push this little button, look, you have no traffic information. So just waiting for a little bit of a gap, some separation, and then we're nearly ready to go. In fact, if you want to get your togas in chat now, go for it. Ooh, I love this bit. It's always exhilarating. Even at work, you sat on the runway ready to go. You get pumped. I would be now.
On runway 16. On runway 16.
I need to turn you down a bit. Oh yeah, 100.
Alpaca 6 0 Quebec, wind 0505, runway 16 clear for takeoff.
Runway 16 clear for takeoff for Alpaca.
On runway
60 Quebec. Right, perfect. So, all ready to go. Elapsed timer. Now you get your toes in, chat. Thank you very much, guys. Off we go.
Behind departing 737, runway
40%. Engines stabilised. Push toga. Set. Takeoff thrust. Live forward pressure on the control column. There we are. Takeoff thrust set. Indications are normal. Check to release that forward pressure. Just using rudder to maintain centre line. Oh my goodness me! I don't think that's there in Vienna. 2.5 degrees per second. We're airborne. Positive climb gear up. I don't know if you guys saw, but there were some extended centre line lights on the runway. Nothing to see.
400.
LNAV. Now, is that waypoint a flyover? It's getting me to turn already. I think we should be going to that waypoint. I'll have to double check that with ZIBO. So it's NADP 1. We're going to maintain this climb speed. 134675, Alpaca 60 Quebec. Thanks to ATC. Bye now.
Line 416, wind 0505,
Very professional.
runway 16 clear for takeoff.
clear for takeoff, runway 16 right now.
So elevation here in Vienna, 600 feet. So we're going to wait until we're at 3,600 feet, and then we're going to accelerate and bug up. Look at this. Lovely evening.
Behind departing Vienna, Boeing 737-800, line up runway 16.
Approaching 3,600. There we are. It's coming up now, so we can bug up. Vienna departures, good evening, Alpaca 60 Quebec, Adama 1 Bravo, passing 3,800 for altitude 5,000 feet.
Alpaca 60, Quebec, Sierras identified, climb flight level 190.
Climb flight level 190, Alpaca 60 Quebec. Ooh, don't forget to pitch up. I need to trim. I'm trying to do everything single-handedly. There we go, 190, don't forget to keep turning. Initially maintain the upspeed, wait until the flaps are up. Now flaps up no light, so we can set VNAV, set standard, passing 47 for flight level 190.
And Alpaca 60 Quebec, speed 290 or greater for acceleration.
At 290 greater Alpaca 60 Quebec. So yeah, that's non-standard. I don't know what class airspace that is, but if you've got a high speed approved, that's no problem. So I'm just going to go vertical speed here, 290. Just get the aircraft accelerated first for him, and then we'll get the after takeoff checklist complete. VNAV speed intervent 290. There we are. So we comply with the speed 10,000 below 100, absolutely fine in the climb, and we'd actually prefer to do it because it's the econ climb speed, or closest to econ climb speed. So we can now do the after takeoff checklist. So gears up and off. Water brake to off. Start switches to off. Taxi light off. Air conditioning, pressurization 2.8. Looks like it's all set. Release the cabin crew. Standard set 6, 7, flight level 190. After takeoff checklist is complete. And see you later, Vienna. This is awesome, especially when it's running like this.
120.375, Alpaca 175.
There we are, heading off into the night, guys. Really, really nice. We should have ATC for the entire sector, I think, as well. Certainly in Romania. Anyone around here? No idea. What's this river called? Looking lovely. I've got Orfo for the entire sector too, although it will be dark very soon. Alepe, is this all default Vulcan scenery besides low? We've got Orfo 4XP, but we are running Vulcan. Getting 38 FPS at the moment. Bear in mind I'm running a lot of stuff in the background for the stream, the streaming software, Xpilot. I've even got the internet open as well, so I'll probably get a few more FPS out of that. Right, there's 100 for flight level 190. We can now do the checks. We'll keep the speed 290 knots for ATC. It's called the... how do you pronounce that? You know my pronunciations are always off. The Danube? How do you pronounce it? Danube? Danube. Domb? Oh god, my pronunciation. The Austrian river. Yeah, I'll call it that. Right, fuel 4 pumps. We've got ballast 20 kilos difference, that's fine. Lights going off. APU soft pressurization 4.5. Set. Lovely smooth conditions. We can release the passengers. Recall there. Our check's complete. The Danube. It's German. Danube. Danube. That sounds French. They're telling me how to pronounce it. Andy M71, thank you very much for that tidbit. You'll be handed over to... Oh, the chat's gone a bit crazy. Danube. Oh my goodness.
Alpaca 60 Quebec, contact Bratislava 120.375. Have a great flight, bye.
Bratislava 120.375, Alpaca 60 Quebec, bye now. I'm not going to look at chat for 30 seconds. There's no doubt it's very amusing. Let me just check in Bratislava.
Yeah, Cargo 344.
50, 40, 30, 20.
Oh dear, thank you very much, Philip Reeve, for that donation to highlight my spelling error. As in the blue, Danube.
Last station, repeat your course.
Oh my god.
Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo.
Danube. As in the blue Danube. Marianne's having a nightmare behind me as well.
30, 20.
Oh
10.
my goodness, thank you very much, Nilston. Verge, can't even pronounce your name, sir. So sorry.
Thank you for the great stuff. I learned a lot. Keep the great work.
You're most welcome, Nilston. Very, very kind. Thank you so much for coming with your donation. I'm glad you're learning although perhaps not how to pronounce or spell certain things, but thank you very much for the continued support. Oh my good, Danube. I think that's going to stick somehow. Oh, I need to check in with Bratislava here. So you might notice how the mod is slightly overcorrecting. That is a known bug. We'll talk about that later. In German, you pronounce it like Donau. Donau. Okay, the Donau. That's what someone just said. I've got heard Absolutely huffing and puffing behind me. She gets very offended when I can't pronounce things. Approaching 1 to go. Let me just check in with these guys.
1,000 to go.
Look at that lovely sky. This is vanilla X-plane, guys. This is a vanilla X-plane level. Bratislava, good evening. Alpaca 60 Quebec. Climbing flight level 190. Direct to Veda. Speed assigned 290 knots.
Alpaca 06 Quebec, Budapest Veda. Hello, identified. Just continue climb flight level 3.
Confirm the cleared flight level. Alpaca 60 Quebec came in quite quiet there.
60 Quebec, climb flight level 310.
1,000 to go.
Thank you. Climb flight level 310. Alpaca 60 Quebec. There we are. So flight level
Alpaca 27 Lima
310 is set. There goes VNAV. Perfect.
Bye bye.
1271.
Reset Barrett. Yeah, I can turn that off now.
Bye bye, sir. Ryanair 2122, contact the Budapest Airport.
80 kilometer, yeah, he said 06 Quebec. That's a quite common mistake. And to be fair, what I should have done is confirm. You mean 60 Quebec, not 06 Quebec. I know he means me. I'm just being polite, but yeah, you should always confirm it.
Ryanair 2122, frequency is 127.1.
Wow.
Sorry about that. Frequency 127.1. Ryanair 2122.
Budapest, good evening. Ryanair 416, landing flight level 145, climbing 190.
SCA 97, do you bother colour correcting your orthos or not? Nope, just download it straight from me. But I know you sometimes might notice in some of my streams it varies. You see the colour differences. Dougal, thank you very much. I forgot to mention, Dougal, I knew you were here right until now, but thank you very much for your continued support always. And guys, go check out Dougal's Simwings project. He's just posted a link there, and you can help assist by donating to a charity which builds PCs for people who are perhaps not in a situation or position to be able to do that themselves. In Lancashire, we pronounce it the Danube. 80 is so quiet. It's really difficult to pick out instructions.
Squawk 4612.
So look at that, our econ climb speed is actually 292 knots. Donau. I know, I've been saying Donau. I need to go on to like Google Translate or something. It's Donau. It's Donau. Can you just play it for me so I can actually hear what it says? Thank you very much, Micro Rizzy. You're always pushing for my like promotion. It's very kind. Looking for 514 likes today on this lovely short sector to Bucharest. I'm not looking at chat anymore. I've got Dude Hey, Dude How. Let me hear. Donau. Danube. You just said it wrong. I said Danube, and the other one said Donau. Oh, for goodness sake. I've got to concentrate here because it's very hard to call out my call sign here. Look at this colour, I love it. Looks so good. So you might notice how the mod is rocking around slightly. There is a bug, ZIBO hasn't discovered it yet, with LNAV. It's not so bad on the current planned route, but if you get a direct to a waypoint, for example, if AC gave us direct to Ipari, it's a little bit, it overbanks all the time. It goes to 30 degrees and oscillates a little bit before getting it back. It is known, ZIBO will find it, he will fix it. Charlie, have you ever experienced an in-flight emergency during a real flight? Not a full-blown mayday, no. A few medical emergencies, nothing major.
90, passing level 120, climbing 190, is bound to kick it.
And you just got asked who our airline is. It's going to hear a few more alpacas on the way. Luke, Romania is a beautiful country and moving to Romania in June, but I'm currently in Ireland.
Ryanair 416, flight level 190, requesting
Elino, high flight disturb, do you like tuning the VOR manually along the way? Yeah, I generally don't bother. Some guys do, some guys don't. It's not a requirement to do it. You've got 2 FMCs. You know, you are nav capable, so if there are some you can, but there's no need.
Charlie request climb to flight level 370.
So guys, for those of you still watching, we'll do the giveaway in 15 minutes, alright? 18:30 Zulu. How does that sound? 7:30 in the UK. 15 minutes, we'll do the giveaway.
Good, takeaway point, Park 17 off.
Thanks for subscribing, Foxhound, ULM. Welcome aboard, sir.
And Alpaca 17 Alpha, just for your information, there is traffic ahead of you, and due to this traffic, flying on flight number 290, you cannot come.
So now a live stream about the... I'm not even going to give it. I've given up for pronouncing it.
290 due to traffic, Alpaca 17 off.
Drop hotspot. What's the goal today? Light goal. 514 for every nautical mile we're flying today. Thank you very much, Lewis Scott, for the £2 donation. Have a great flight. Love watching what you do. Oh, thank you very much, sir. Very, very kind.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Very, very kind of you, sir. I enjoy streaming. I enjoy flying around. I wasn't planning on doing a stream tonight. Obviously, right now we're still socially distancing. I think in the UK they're going to extend it for another 3 weeks. I don't know if they're going to relax certain rules and stuff, but yeah, I mean, I work full time towards making content now, really. I stayed up until 2 in the morning yesterday. I was doing some other things, and then I went on and just thought, I need to think about something to do, and then I noticed this Bucharest ATC event, and ZIBO wanted the mod test. I said, well, let's just stream it then for you guys, so that's cool. What's the giveaway? It's the official Flight Data Sim hoodie in a colour of your own choice. We have every colour going. I personally like the navy blue. I think it looks really good. But the way we do it, I'll get in contact with you after the stream. I'll send you a donation for you, and you purchase from the store.
Bye bye. Thank you, Alpaca 17 off.
Approaching.
To my Charlie request, further climb to 370.
We might be level capped here. Oh, it does that sometimes, yeah. You need to... Let me just put in Bucharest here. That way I can actually control the numpad. Where's ATC gone? Nice.
Motion to Mike Charlie. Continue climb flight number 370.
So you can see here, look, there's 2 aircraft here. I think they're blocking each other. Someone's trying to get higher.
370 and over with 2127.1. Thanks for that. Cloud motion to my
Oh, look, there's Budapest. We go to Bucharest, there's Budapest in Hungary. That's somewhere we also haven't been to. I think they're doing an ATC event tonight as well. Alpaca 60 Quebec request further climb when able.
60 Quebec, what is your requested?
I didn't get a word of that. AG Force, how do we enter the giveaway? I'll explain all in 10 minutes. I'm going to ask a question. All you have to do is put that question in chat. It'll be a very simple question, aviation themed. I haven't thought of it yet. It's case insensitive, so you can put any lowercase, uppercase, doesn't matter. Answer that in chat, and then you are eligible to win the prize. And then Nightbot will randomly pick someone that got the answer correct and go from there. Loud.
50, 40, 30, 20,
Thank you.
10.
Thank you very much. If that was continues. No, thank you very much again. as ever, $20 coming in there. I have a tattoo of a llama. Do I automatically get first class upgrade to Alpaca Airways? Great streamers always want to keep up the great work. Noah, it needs to be an alpaca, not a llama. We told you this when you call customer services. If it's a llama, we cannot give you any discretionary discounts. Get it tattooed over as an alpaca, and then we can talk about the bonuses we might be able to offer. Thank you very much, Noah, for your continued support, man. Very, very kind. Well, I don't know what ATC said. I requested higher. Can we stay at 310 for the entire sector? We can. Yes, we'll burn more fuel, probably around 100 kilos or so, I'd say, on a sector this length. But it's not the be-all and end-all. We'll see what happens.
Ryanair 13 mile, contact Budapest radar frequency 127.1.
Some of these comments, man. Thank you very much, Ivan Robles, for the $3 donation. Thanks for sharing your knowledge with us. I'm most welcome. It's keeping me fresh and current, if I'm perfectly honest. It really is. I can't say how invaluable this has been. In fact, when I jumped in
Minimums. Approaching minimums.
when I jumped in the sim end of March after my winter off to go back flying just before the
50,
coronavirus
40,
outbreak.
30, 20, 10.
I hadn't flown for a good 3 months, and it was really, it kept me current with ZIBO Mod and doing the SOPs every stream and stuff. It really was useful. So thank you very much, and thank you very much to Jonas, just joined as a member. Welcome on board, sir, madam, whoever you are, and glad you're enjoying the content. You'll get into our members only Discord.
Alpaca 6 Quebec 60 Quebec, what is your requested level?
Request flight level 370, Alpaca 60 Quebec.
Alpaca 60 Quebec, continue flight level 370.
Flight level 370, Alpaca 60 Quebec, thank you. So 370 is set. Let's push out into event, that'll take us all the way up to our cruise level. We've got 370 set here, and on the FMC2. And we then make sure we're monitoring the distress frequency. There we are. Cool stuff. Up we go. So this is lovely with the light lighting. One thing that they need to fix is how bright the clouds are. Far too bright. I mean, bear in mind the sun is now set behind us. You shouldn't see the clouds like this. Even if there's a bright full moon, it shouldn't be that bright. BX7 iOS, why is it so dark? It's because it's night time. Am I missing something?
Olive 852.
Yes.
Contact Bucharest on frequency 122.
Not there yet. God, Atom, when flying, have you ever had a head party try it on with you? No. Got the flight deck locked. Seen plenty of hens and stag doos. As long as they behave, that's all I want. What?
Condor 1819er, Charlie Mike, Budapest.
I'm getting attacked everywhere.
Just continue.
Anthony Teal, ha 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 ha. What's he done? Today's Alpaca Airways brought to you by Flight Data Sim's Little Chicks Daycare, because someone's dumped them off today. Thank you very much for the continued support. My goodness, still got another 8 minutes to the giveaway. Love that. Thank you very much, Girodal, for the 200 Norwegian kroner. Very, very kind of you, sir. Thank you. Hope you're doing well.
Alpaca 60 Quebec, contact Budapest on frequency 127.1. Bye-bye.
At 127.1, Alpaca 60 Quebec. I think that was wrong because I couldn't hear him.
Charlie Mike, request 630
bear with me, guys. Oh, it actually was 127.
50, 40,
30,
20,
yeah, thank you very much again, Gerard, for the 200 Norwegian kroner. If someone shows up in one of your flights of a Flight Data Sim hoodie, will you give him a subtle nod? I'll give him a high five. Thank you very much for the continued support. They're very, very kind of you. Who knows?
Sorry, just continue on flight level 340.
Who knows? Thank you. We've got a very quiet controller here.
1000, Bagger 17 off.
Oh, that is quiet.
Resume navigation to Tigre, Paga 1 South.
So yeah, I don't. One thing that someone talked about is how VATSIM needs to change their audio output or something. I don't know how it works, but everyone's volume is different. This control is far too quiet, and I've got my X-Pilot turned up quite loud, because you can hear the other controllers. This guy is loud, but he is very, very quiet, this guy. Radar, good evening, Alpaca 60 Quebec, climbing flight level 370, direct to Tegri.
Alpaca 17 Alpha, thank you very much. Breaking, Alpaca 60 Quebec, Budapest, hello, identified. Confirm very close to level.
Flight level 370 is good for us, Alpaca 60 Quebec, thank you.
Thank you, identified.
Cool, perfect, so I could just hear about there, but it's when I'm talking to you guys it can be a little bit difficult sometimes to pull out that ATC. Look at that, nice 60 knot tailwind, cruising around at 500 knots. Oh wow, look at the stars, I hope you can actually see that. I don't know if that's going to be clear enough. I forgot to turn the logo light off, I'll do that in a second. Dave Hagen, I could understand Dutch and British ATC much better. I mean, they all speak good English. It's just their volume could change. BX7 iOS, no lights. Are you flying over an ocean? There is some lights. There you go. I think it's not very bright. Perhaps a little brighter in real life. See there, look. It's there.
Good evening, Ryanair 416.
Josix, you should look at the Alaskan Milk Run. It is done by 737-800 by Alaskan Airlines.
30,
Tons of little airports and difficult approaches. That has been requested before. Something we could potentially look at maybe in the 200. I know they have a 200 doing that as well. Thank you very much, Dominic Orsini, for the continued support and the $2 donation. Time for a cocktail. Cheers, Captain. That's very kind. Thank you. Cocktail, not just for me. I am currently PIC, but we'll have one of those Romanian drinks someone suggested when we get there at the bar. So if you just tuned in, you want to know what time we're landing based on the expected arrival. It's showing at 19:18 Zulu. So about 55 minutes from now, we'll be touching down.
When ready, descent flight level 210, Ryanair 87, Echo Z. Budapest,
I need to think of a question for...
370 inbound to kick it.
I need to think of a question for our giveaway. I'll explain the instructions to all of you. How it will work, and please get in contact with me after the stream as well. PA, no, I'm not going to do a PA at every phase of flight. I very occasionally do on a top climb. Yeah, these clouds, you can see it like this. It's like there's too much light illuminated on it.
Direct Lalles, Lufthansa 631 heavy.
Try and think of a nice, easy question for you guys. Not that you need an easy question at all, but something that gives everyone a good chance to win the prize. It's a supermoon, yeah, Dominic. If it was a supermoon, or a Death Star perhaps, that's what perhaps it would illuminate as. As bright as that. You can see the sun. That looks really nice. So the colours are great. They're spot on. Ignoring the clouds there.
Was that for Paddle 9 at 9
Straight truth, anyone find the panel out of focus? That can be sometimes my internet bitrate, especially when I move around, it gets a little pixelated sometimes. I can't have a super high bitrate, I'm not on the quickest internet here. Certainly quick enough to be able to watch in 720, 1080 sometimes you get those little
Control
pixels.
is Ryanair 87 Echo Zulu, frequency change approved to Budapest Control, 10.37 Negative, sir. Stay with me on this frequency. And now Bucharest Online stand descent and now flight level 350 centimeters.
Just thinking of a question
Say
still.
again, Ryanair 87 Echo Zulu.
Ryanair 870 Echo Zulu. Stay with me on this frequency. Then ready descent flight level 350.
Roger, stay with you on the frequency and when ready, descent flight level 350, Ryanair 87.
I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. Right. Simulating frequency. Right, guys, so I'm going to ask a question. This is how the giveaway is going to work, okay? All you need to do is write in chat once. Don't do it more than once, because if you do, I think if you do it more than 2 times, so you can do it twice, but if you do it 3 times, it automatically makes you illegible. Or illegible, so only put the answer once, and all you need to do is type in, it's case insensitive, so you don't need to put it in caps or lowercase, it doesn't matter, just the answer. And once that's answered, Nightbot automatically looks at that answer and goes, right, you can potentially win the prize, and it then randomly chooses someone there.
30, 20, 10.
Thank you very much, Temporarily Grounded, again, coming in with $20, very kind. How do you decide what EFIS navigation display options you've selected? Example, airports, waypoints, etc. Very good question, and thank you again, Temporarily Grounded. Guys, go check his channel out. He has an epic fixed-base sim, which I think is running on the ZIBO mod as well. Looks really, really cool. So, thank you very much, Temporarily Grounded. Yeah, I mean, generally speaking, always PF, PM, FO Captain has airports on, so you can always roughly see what's nearby. Pilot flying, or generally Captain will have the weather radar on at all times.
50,
and then terrain.
40, 30, 20, 10.
Let's turn ACC up here. Terrain for the first officer. Other systems as you need it. So if you want to have a look.
No need to have a giveaway, just hand it over to me.
Thank you very much, Tom Knudsen, for your continued support for £5 donation. No need to have a giveaway, just hand it to me. Hey, you could win the giveaway, man. So thank you very much, Tom. No, just give me 2 seconds because I need to turn up ATC. Because other traffic is loud, I cannot hear him at all. So yeah, it's going to be loud now for a second, guys. Just so I can hear the controller. But other aircraft are going to be loud. He's actually that Ryanair guy just stepped on him because it was so quiet. You can't hear him. Didn't catch the question. Question's coming. I can't hear him at all. Right, so let me just...
confirm we should switch to Unicom.
let me just get the question set up, guys. It just takes 2 seconds. 122025 confirm for the Alpaca 60 Quebec.
That's correct.
Thank you very much. Just let you know you're coming in very, very quiet on the radio. Good night.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Right, and 416 Bucharest, 025.
So we'll come up here. Hopefully, yeah, good AC, but he's very, very quiet. I'm just going to turn X-Pilot back down now. Guys, the question is coming. Let's just, I want to go Aviate, Navigate, Communicate, Quiz, or it should be Quiz, Aviate, Navigate, Communicate, surely. Radar, good evening, Alpaca 60 Quebec, maintaining flight level 370, inbound now to Gespa. Have I got the wrong frequency? 22025. Oops. Hashtag, are you a real pilot in chat? Radar, good evening, Alpaca 60 Quebec, maintaining flight level 370, inbound to Gespa.
Alpaca 60 Quebec, good evening, radar contact, welcome aboard.
Thank you. Right, so let's...
Alpaca 17 Alpha.
He's quiet too.
Radar contact.
So I've turned him back up. Right, we're getting there, guys. Right, so all I want you to do is write in chat what the answer is to this question. I'm still setting up because I got a bit distracted there. So where is it? Where is it? Giveaways. Type in the active word for the correct prize. Okay, so let's do that. Keyword.
50, 40,
Oh my goodness, thanks,
30, 20, 10.
So I put the word in. Thank you very much again, Tim, for the continued support. That's a £5 donation coming in. Very, very kind. Thank you. It sounds like someone's blocking the frequency, which is wonderful. Fantastic. Right, guys, here comes the question. Okay, here comes the question. Oh no! Oh, hold on, I've done that wrong. No, that doesn't work. Tough Bob has not won the giveaway. I accidentally pressed the wrong button. Just randomly chose someone. Tough Bob.
We are 11 miles of Tough.
Someone's got a stuck mic. I know. Tough Bob, I'm very sorry. I haven't actually started. I just pressed enter, and that wasn't actually what I wanted it to do yet. Let's do that again. Tough Bob, I feel very, very sorry. Hashtag, are you a real quiz master in chat, please? Oh dear. You know what? Tough Bob, because I always feel immensely guilty, you have won the alpaca mug. How about that, Tough Bob?
Cargo 344, request 10 minutes.
2 prizes today because of my stupidity. Tough Bob, I've made a note of it, Tough Bob. Please get in contact with me after the stream. And you've won the official Alpaca Airways mug. It's only fair. I always do something there. 2 prizes. Anyway, here comes the question, guys. Okay, here comes the question for the top prize today. The top prize, which is the official Alpaca Airways hoodie. Here we go, guys. It's actually related to something that was highlighted a second ago. STA, this button here, what
50,
does that
40,
stand for? What is it
30,
short for?
20,
STA. The full
10.
word in chat, please. You've got 2 minutes to get that in chat. Off you go. Thanks, Mamba, for the £4.78 donation. On VATSIM earlier, accidentally stated I was at flight level 300,000 on climb out. It was supposed to be 3,000 feet, so as you say, he had some nitpicking. Absolutely, Mamba. I'd be taking the mick if someone ended up doing that, but all learning environment. Thank you very much for the continued support there. Oh, there we go. I think you guys have got the correct answer.
Scandinavian 66, contact approach 118-250.
Definitely working now. 258 eligible winners. That's insane. I'll keep letting you guys go. Remember, don't do it more than once, because or don't do it more than twice. Otherwise, you'll be made, to stop the spamming basically. Just the twice maximum, and you're not more likely to win it if you do it twice.
7901. Good evening, Bucharest. Radar contact. Welcome on board.
All right, guys. I think that'll do. Okay. We'll wait another 30 seconds. The chat's going in. Right, Marino, keep an eye on chat, okay? You see how it's saying station a lot? Someone's going to win, okay? Just keep an eye on that, okay? And we'll grab it. Right, you ready, guys? So, we're now going to announce the winner.
2122, please turn right.
Roll it. The winner is Dave Rothan. Dave Rothan has won the official Alpaca Airways hoodie. Thank you very much, Dave Rothan, for taking part. Please get in contact with me after the stream via social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, tweet, whatever, email, and we'll get that sent over to you. Just make sure both Tough Bob and Dave Rothan, the winners today, you show me that it's you. Just show me a picture of your channel or something like that, and that way I know it's you. I've got a picture of your profile there as well, so it won't be the first time, and I must remind everyone here, don't even try and pull any funny tricks. I have the old person do it. I didn't have it last time, but I did on the first one. Yeah, the mug for Tough Bob, just for me accidentally announcing the winner early. It would only be fair, and Dave Rothan will send the hoodie out to you as well. Thank you very much, and congratulations, guys. Epic, says Dave Rothan. Cool. Right, look at that, 80 miles from top of descent. I think we better get things started here.
Term 361, you can climb 50360.
Okay, so let's turn the volume down here slightly because it's very difficult to hear certain aircraft. So, we've got LROP arrival.
Copy.
Actually, let me just grab the ATIS first before we start planning.
Continuing present heading down 120 122.
LROP ATIS, here we go. So I'm just grabbing the ATIS now. So right now, Bucharest-Otopeni, it's runway 26 right in use as predicted. Transition level is 50. 2150. Wind is 210 knots. Cav OK, 14 degrees. QNH is 1018. Lovely, lovely evening down there. Slight crosswind, but we can deal with that today. Excuse.
50, 40, 30,
thank you very much, Tom Ludson. Again, coming in with £5 donation. Very kind of you, sir. The dust bunny killed my cleaning fairy.
The dust bunny killed my cleaning fairy.
I forgot that Microsoft and repeats whatever you say if it's over £5. Thank you very much, Tom. Not sure where that was coming in, but very, very kind of you nonetheless. Thank you. Right, QNH is 1018. Very good. Let's get the forecast winds in here. Home, Avitab, charts. Oh, I didn't copy the information down actually. What was the letter? It was Lima. Information, Lima. Right, now let's have a look at the descent winds. So, top of descent.
2122.
310.
Left to Dosby and descent level 180, please.
100.
What's it direct Dosby and descent flight level?
2863.
Flight level, please.
Level 180.
200, 336 at 46.
Roger, descending flight level 180. I'm proceeding direct Dosby.
100, 330 at 23. Fixed rings in, expecting runway 26 right, fixed rings are in. 10, 4, and 3 times our height, we're at 37,000 feet, so that's 37 times 3 is 111.
190. Down to flight level 190, back to 7 Lima.
So, in the FMC we need.
Mountain motion 2 Mark Charlie, top of descent.
Great to hear. I mean, you can request descent.
Mike Charlie, descent level 210.
I love the RT sometimes.
Descent 210, level motion 2 Mark Charlie.
Tossie 3 X-ray, where are you? There we are, Tossie 3 X-ray. So if you were in the Vienna stream a few days ago, you would have noticed it was been RNAV arrival, how it sends you off downwind, but they can often turn you inside quite early. So we're going to plan it for exactly the same. Just route direct to one of these points and adjust the altitude to make sure that VNAV puts us in a position to perhaps accept a 12-mile final. We're not going to go all the way out here from 25 miles unless it's very, very busy. And then you'd be advised of that by ATC. So let's just check the star, make sure it's all planted in. So we're going to start at Tosvi. Flight level 170 below, checks in the FMC. We're then going to go to Valu to be at or above 70, that checks. 267. Indoor. Got 265, 264, Bokvi, then we're turning base. As I said, I don't expect to go out all the way out there. That's 25 miles away from the airport. So what we need to do is kind of have a rough idea of where we could perhaps go. So what we're going to do is take I'm going to go up 265 direct to FF 26 right to see what altitude that gives me at 265. So you can see at the moment it's saying 9.3. So if we're at 9.3 at this point, I can't accept a direct to this point. Actually, I'm going to go up 265 to Rarit.
Right, heading 160, please.
So important here, watch this, guys.
Right, 160.
You'll see up 265, it's saying 9.3. Watch how it will change now.
118
265. No, that's not right.
Alpaca 27 left.
Rarit.
Minimums.
Up 265.
Minimums. Approaching minimums.
There you go, 3,000 feet. So up 265. That's not right. 3,000 feet. No, we're not going to be that low. Thank you very much, Boris, for joining as a member. Welcome aboard. So glad you enjoyed the content. Did a good job running the country. And thank you for the continued support. I'm sure I'm related. We have a lot of famous people coming in these days. So, interesting, op 265, 3,000 feet, that is not right. Maybe it's because it's 2,500. That's more like it, op 265, no, it's working correctly. So look at that, if I expect this to around a 12-mile final, let's put in an op 265, 5.2 as the hard altitude. At the moment it's 8.3, and that's going to put us in a far better position to accept a shortcut there. So I'm going to put 5.2 here. Happy days, flight level, that's fine, it's got the transition level. So that's all working completely fine. Max 230 knots, I'm actually going to bring the speed back to 220 below, and that's going to be great for us. Execute, and then we can actually select flap 1 and 5 and turn base straight away if we need to. So the rest is in there otherwise. If we're not cleared, we'll just carry on. Yes, we'll be a bit low, but we can accept a shortcut then. Get an update on the way down. It's an RNAV, just check the points, distances, tracks match. If you're unable RNAV, I don't know if there's a conventional arrival here, but you can request vectors from ATC. But yeah, expect direct routing shortcuts by ATC whenever possible, including shortcuts on downwind to final approach. That's what we've just mitigated against by this point here, made by the chart. There's a lot of airports that have this now. So, ILS then. In fact, do you want me to do something? We've done a lot of ILS approaches recently. Should we do a localizer? I practiced a localizer earlier on this approach, it worked fine. Should we do a localizer only approach so we have to use LNAV and VNAV? Let me know if you'd like that.
Station calling, call sign only, please. Let's go for another
yes.
copy, report back.
I see lots of yes. Do visual, we can do a night visual, but we'll plan for the localizer and then we can perhaps go visual. So localizer approach, you're essentially using the glide slope on ILS. We will have the glide slope on the PFD, but we're only using the localizer element of that, so we need to have a higher minimums here. So you look, localizer, glide slope out, because the ILS is made of two parts, the glide slope and the localizer. Localizer approach simulates the glide slopes inoperative, which it can be. You often get glide slope maintenance and stuff. So we'll fly this, and what we do, we add 40 feet to this minimum. So that's going to be 720 feet, because we can't get below that altitude, which is it's called an MDA. Minimum descent altitude, we cannot get below that height. So we add 40 feet to allow the aircraft in case we go around, allow the inertia to take us a little bit lower, but we can never bust this 680. RVR's higher because you're a little bit higher, it's usually 550 metres in this case. If the approach lights are there, 1000 metres, approach light system out. For category C you need 1700. It's CAV okay, so it's no issue today, but you need to bear that in mind if the visibility is lower. So instead of using approach, we will have the localizer enabled, so we're going to use VORLOC. We'll use VNAV to descend. This point here is very important. It's called the final approach fix. We need to make reference to that and the height, 2,500 feet. We need to locate that in the FMC as well, if you want to use LNAV and VNAV. There it is. Foxtrot 26 Romeo at 2,500. I'm also going to change this to 2,500 or above as well. Otherwise the aircraft will level off early. Reset MCP altitude to approaching top of descent. Alpaca 60 Quebec request descent.
Alpaca 60 Quebec, descent flight level 170 by TOSD.
Descent flight level 170 level by TOSD, Alpaca 60 Quebec. So we've got 170 set.
Expect TOSD 2X-ray arrival for runway 26 right.
I'm sorry, could you just confirm the arrival, Alpaca 60 Quebec?
Alpaca 60 Quebec arrival is TOSV 3X-ray for 26 right.
TOSV 3 X-ray for 26 right, Alpaca 60 Quebec. I thought he said something different, but there we are. Yeah, so top of descent. Rest is all in there. So yeah, when we get to this point, we need to set the minimums on the MCP. Use LNAV and VNAV to descend. Use VORLOC on the localizer, VNAV to descend, and down we go. The important thing is
40, 30, 20, 10.
Thank you very much, Kieran Harvey, for the £2 donation, sir. Idle engine glide approach, lol. That's ambitious, Kieran. Pop the engines off, no problem. We'll see if we can do an idle thrust CDA. We'll do what we can. Thank you very much for the continued support, Kieran. So yeah, very important then on a non-position approach. Don't forget to set the missed approach altitude, because the aircraft will level off if you've got the automation. So we're going to have to set 800 feet because it'll be 720. We'll set 800 on the MCP. The aircraft will level off if you forget to set the missed approach altitude, which we typically do at 1,000 feet above ground. And that's it. We'll disconnect. If we're visual, I might turn it to a visual, but that's the localizer approach. I have a tutorial on that for sure.
Minimums. Approaching minimums.
Thank you very much, Gareth Roberts. Welcome on board as a member. Glad you are enjoying the content. Welcome on board. You can all the exclusive members-only content through our Discord. We are free to ask any questions as you so wish, please. And that's it. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah, custom emojis. I need a list of all the things I need to say. Cool, but that's it, really. Performance.
Only my mic. You can climb 3900.
Lovely, I love these sort of airports, so easy. 26 right, high speed here is at Whiskey. I can do the performance on the OPT, but I can tell you, flat 30 or rate 2 is going to work out very nicely. Vacate Whiskey, just keep going in a nice straight line, keep the speed up, onto the apron here. It's always nice to land in this direction. We'll bring the stands up as well. Parking stands, happy days. Cool. VNAV's doing a superb job. Look at that idle path, maintaining the speed quite nicely. Sending down a 170 as cleared by ATC. 3.6 tons. Alternate was Sofia, need 2.7. So we've got around 900 kilos extra. That's extra 20 minutes. The fuel burn on the mod is perfect. Perfect. 500 kilos to burn. Our landing weight is going to be 61.7. Flap 30. Water brake 2. And we'll go idle reverse. Let's go idle reverse today. That's it. Check your minimums. Yes, as I was explaining, sir, Asaf Porat, we add on a non-precision approach 40 feet. Have I still set it wrong though? 720. Hashtag. You know what to do, guys. I am so sorry, Asaf Porat. You are 100% correct. I was, of course, testing you. Alpaca 60 Quebec, did you call?
Form Alpaca 60 Quebec, fly heading 140, please.
Heading 140 degrees, Alpaca 60 Quebec. Thanks, chat, guys. 2 reasons for the Are You a Real Pilot in chat. Thank God for you guys. First Alpaca's landed, stand to 8, superb. Go 25 degrees now. So I think this is for spacing. So actually I'm just going to go vertical speed 1500.
Dimension 2, Mike Charlie, descent flight level 170.
There we are. On the edge of space.
Elevation too much up. And you can contact approach 118-250. Thank you. Have a great landing.
I like this guy.
And over to approach.
The volume of ATCs all over the place these days. No doubt it's something I've changed. So on this heading, I can only guess for spacing. And then that's why I've gone vertical speed, because I don't want to get too much lower. In fact, I'm going to go 1,000 feet per minute here. Well, actually, we've got to be careful, because we've got to also bear in mind we have that restriction probably still to make a toss fee. So I'll go 1,500. Now what ATC can sometimes tell you to do is please be level a beam toss fee. So they might say, okay, on the heading 140, continue to send 170, level a beam toss fee. It's not necessarily a requirement, it's always good to double check with ATC that they still want you level a beam.
50, 40, 30, 20.
Thank you very much,
10.
Philip Messenger, for the €5.49 donation. Sir, very kind of you. Hi Captain, glad to enjoy your stream again. Did you ever have to abort a takeoff during roll? Secondly, ever considered using the honeycomb yoke? Firstly, thank you very much, Philip.
118-250.
No, I've never had to do an RTO, thankfully. They're very rare, but they do occasionally happen. What has happened to VNAV? That's gone right off the scale there. It shouldn't be saying that, though. Interesting. So no, I've never done an RTO. Have you considered using a honeycomb yoke? I haven't. However, I cannot say NDA's left, right, centre. I am in discussion with a leading control peripheral company. That's all I can say. And that's the first time I've actually ever announced that. So yeah, keep an eye out. I might try something new. It's unreleased. Hopefully I'll be one of the first people to grab it. So that's it. Mouth's closed. Lee Richards, need to update your next waypoint. That's a good point, actually. Yeah, keep updating it. That's probably why it's gone a bit skew if it still thinks we're going to Bibfu. That's more like ZIBO bug report. Yeah, I think some people reported you have to do it twice. There's some sort of weird thing here. Alpaca 60 Quebec. How long on the heading for, sir?
Alpaca 60 Quebec, you'll be vectored for the approach, so for the moment continue present heading.
Okay, maintaining present heading, Alpaca 60 Quebec. Right, he's the boss. Visual case issue, which arrival procedure are you doing? Well, you just heard it, we're getting vectored for the approach now, so we were cleared, we're told we'll be doing a TOSV 3 X-ray, and now we're being vectored, so I'm not sure which way we're being vectored to, perhaps the other side of the airport on this heading.
Let's go to Fernando, copy, thank you.
Oh, superb. We've reached our light target. Thank you so much, guys. Keep smashing it, though. 514 we were looking for every nautical mile travel. We've got 712 people watching. I think that would make a new target. 712 likes, people. Well, we're going a completely different way as expected. So if we're getting vectored, we'll just see what he's going to do. I have no idea if we're going to perhaps go north of the airport. I should think we're going to rejoin on the other arrival here, or get vectored onto the other arrival. We might have to find some FMC waypoints and build our own approach if we're going to have vectors the entire way. We'll just keep an eye on what's going on. We'll just keep it going at 1,500 feet per minute. Yeah, I mean, we're going in a very strange direction. I guess he's just taking us to the south due to traffic, perhaps. No idea. What's he doing?
Runner 732,
Jack really doesn't like us streaming, really. Richard Naylor, my landing rate was minus 163, getting there, very good. Let's see what we can pull off.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Bucharest, very good evening. Swiss 45 Gold, flight level 370 inbound.
Yeah, Brendan, you're right, landing clearance at 10 feet again now. Yeah, a couple of streams ago, just keep on. That was so tight. It was fun. Well, nice little whistle-stop tour of Romania.
Call sign only.
Swiss 45 Gold.
So usually you get a little bit more information. He said you're going to get vectors. Yeah, fair enough, but where... I'd be really questioning now if I was flying in real life, like where are we going, you know, what route can we expect, because am I staying on this head for so long? Obviously it's more track miles, fuel burn, so you've got to consider in descent not so much, but I have no idea where we're going. You know, when we're told to expect the Alpaca 3 X-ray, oh my god, I'm losing the plot again. If I was expected to get the TOSV 3 X-ray, we expect to be doing this. HC said to expect you cleared on the TOSV 3 X-ray, and now we're into hyperspace part of the world. I have no idea where we're going. Will Bewley, when are we going back to America? Or perhaps on this track we'll end up there quicker than we really think.
Radar, you can switch now to approach 118-250.
118-250,
Runner 416, contact approach 118-250.
Wow, I'm going to really level us off now, so I don't know where we're going.
118-250, thank you, Runner 416.
I've already asked him, so I don't want to ask again. Tao, you did it.
60 Quebec, turn left heading 080.
Left heading 080 degrees, Alpaca 60 Quebec. Okay, so it looks like we're being vectored in from this other direction. I need to completely reload the FMC just to give me something here. So what we're going to do is select this other arrival, which is the TOSV 1 Romeo. At least that will give me something in the FMC to build. And we said we're going to get 26 right still, so let's select the other arrival. Which could be very much sent our way off route. Really expect that. TOSV 1 Romeo for 26 right, execute. Okay, then let's now route direct to. Let's give ourselves Oscar Papa 269 initially, see where that puts us. Execute. Okay, so we've got something in the FMC. You can see now, look how low that's put us. You know.
Alpaca 60 Quebec, you can contact approach 118-250, stay landing.
Actually, confirm the frequency 118 decimal.
118.250 for the approach.
118250 Alpaca 60 Quebec. Thanks a lot now. Bye bye. Gonna have to write to the flight planning department, tell them to give me something else. Alright, 118250.
Austrian 7901, contact operator X-ray arrival, ILS 26 right, Ryanair 416.
Minimum.
Thank you very much. Oh, Tal! Obviously very pleased with Like Your Home. Thank you very much, Tal, for your membership. Welcome aboard, sir. And I've definitely seen you here before. I recognise that name. Well, thank you very much. And, glad you're on board now as a member. Thank you.
Ryanair 2122, descend 2,500 feet, clear for ILS approach running 26 right.
Sir, can you repeat again?
Descend 2,500 feet, clear for ILS approach running 26 right.
Roger, descend 2,500, clear it, ILS 26, white, Ryanair 21 Johnson.
Bucharest approach, good evening, Alpaca 60 Quebec, descending flight level 170, radar heading 080 degrees. We have Lima, QNH 1018.
Alpaca 60 Quebec, good evening, Bucharest approach, radar contact, continue heading 080, descend flight level 120, expect radar vector ILS running 26 right.
Okay, maintain heading 080 degrees, descend flight level 120, expecting vectors ILS 26 right, Alpaca 60 Quebec. Right, so that's all set, so we're going to go 120. Let's now start rebuilding this FMC, so just confirmed where we're going now, so that's fine. I'm just going to keep it in vertical speed here for a second, maintaining the heading. So we're going to do exactly the same, just try and rebuild something to allow us to do a bit of a straight in. So I'm going to go IDVUC direct to 261 initially. Let's have a little bit closer here, see if we can build us something a little bit more realistic. So I think, yeah, 268 to 26 Romy's a little bit too tight. Let's go 268. Oh, screw it, let's do Foxtrot 26 right, it's fine. It's a little bit tight in, but we're not going to expect to do that anyway. We're already on vectors, so Foxtrot 26 right. And this is actually the final approach fix, so when we're on vectors a little bit closer, I'm going to extend the centre line from there. So it's 268. There we are. So we're going to be vectors. That's a lot more realistic. It's going to update our descent information to be a lot more realistic now. There we are, a little bit high now, look, so we're going to go level change 1400. I'd say that's about spot on, because I don't expect to get vectored straight onto the approach like that. We're not going to get a 6 mile final, so that being a little bit high doesn't matter. So yeah, let's just route now direct to 268, that's fine. Execute. I'll get rid of this restriction as well, because we're vectors, 220 below, that's fine, execute. So yeah, we're showing 2,800 high, that's fine. Just bear in mind we're quite far east, we're not heading direct to that point at the moment, so I'm just going to keep it level change for now. We're parking on apron 2. Oh, that's the remote stands. Okay. Jonathan, could you once do a stream of a random unexpected failure? Would be quite interesting to watch. Something I've fought with Jonathan, but it's definitely not going to be unexpected. Because I'm going to program it and I'll be like, oh, X, Y, and Z's failed, you know, because I'll know about it. So we'll look at some options. I know that, what's the thing called, the other ATC, the pay one, because they actually got in contact with me, but I didn't get back to them because I'm so busy with VATSIM. They can apparently program failures for you and stuff now. VATSIM had the ability to do that. I'll look at it, but I might have a look at them. What's it called? I've forgotten what the ATC is now. The West Coast of America. Pilot Edge, thank you. Yes, I know they can do stuff. Oops, seatbelt sergeant. Let Mariana click on it. No. You behave. Sing me a song. No. No, don't sing a song. No tickling nothing. I know that song, yes, the go around song. We're not doing anything today. I'm trying to listen out of ATC here. Fouls to go checked, vertical speed.
Cargo looks 344, left heading 290.
Are we starting to descend? Yes, we are. We're on vectors for the approach.
1018.
Approaching our cleared flight level 120.
118, cargo looks 344.
And cargo looks 344, reduce speed 170.
Reduce speed 170, cargo looks
If it looks
344.
like that, you can always go around if it don't look right coming down. MCKG crew, hello. Bucharest is my home city, fantastic. So level 120. There is the airport. Here we are, nowhere near the arrival, but we'll accept it. Burning a lot of extra fuel doing this though. Inefficient descents, 170 restriction all the way out here. Something you've got to keep an eye on is if you've taken stock fuel, standard block fuel. We took a little bit extra just to allow for these sort of situations. You can commit here, and especially as it has 2 runways, so I'd be happy to commit what you say, calling to diverting to your destination.
Alpaca 60 Quebec, left heading 070.
Left heading 070 degrees, Alpaca 60 Quebec.
Malev,
Are we 1700 feet too high? Nope, that's based on us being on the magenta line. Just going to see where it takes us. And straight onto a 6-mile final, which we're not going to do. We're going to go right out here. Look at all this traffic out here, so yeah, we're not high. We're not low, not high at all. We're going to get right in the back of the queue here. It's quite busy here.
344, descend 2,500 feet, clear for ILS approach, runway 26 right.
2,500, cleared ILS 26 right.
Just having a look at the VATSIM map.
North Shuttle 250, descend flight level 130.
Wow, look how busy it is. Lots of air traffic coming in. I'm the one that's really far south though. Why am I going on a whistle stop tour? Dennis, can we have the dome light off?
Alpaca 17 Alpha, right heading 230.
I mean, yes, but to be fair, that's a little bit more realistic. You're the boss. We'll be. Are we holding? Might as well be. It's like a very long delayed vector.
Lufthansa 479, clear towards V3 X-ray arrival, ILS 26 right, brake, loud amash.
Dan, they're busy because of you, mate. They're getting revenge with the vectors. They did tweet to me, actually. They retweeted me earlier to say thanks for coming. Perhaps they wanted a quiet evening with just perhaps 3 or 4 aircraft. I doubt it.
No, down to flight level 60 now, the motion too much on.
Zero gravity. It's so funny how I can tell who's Romanian by just hearing them talk. Oh, you retracted the message. I got it. I understood that, buddy. Fly just have you ever flown the Max? I haven't.
Malev 852, contact Otopeni Tower 120.9. Goodbye.
That's the tower, 1209er. And it's pronounced Otopeni Tower. Now my pronunciations have been off the ball today. BX7 iOS. What light mod? Nothing. All stock. Well, this is interesting vectors. Going very, very far, burning a lot of extra fuel. I mean, let's actually have a look just to see what we can expect to burn. So let's have a look at our trip fuel. So trip fuel, we expect to be burning this plus taxi. It's got contingencies here, so 3213 plus 113, so we should burn about 3,300 kilos of fuel total.
180, now the motion too much on.
And we're approaching that now.
Alpaca 17 Alpha.
So you can already see we're approaching our contingency fuel for the thing. We've already burnt our trip because the flight plans you expect to have pretty much line of thrust descent all the way down. But we've been level 120 here. There's a lot of extra fuel to burn. I don't want to go around.
Down to 4,000, QNH 1018, now the motion too much on.
Ryanair 416, reduce speed 160 knots.
Speed 160, Ryanair 416.
Austrian 791,
he is busy.
level 100, reduce speed 160.
Oh, thank you very much, Sim737 Pilot, for the $5 donation.
160.
Have you... What's your Vector Victor? Have you ever watched the movie Airplane?
30.
Sim737 Pilot, did you not see what happened when you became a member? It's a clip from the movie Airplane. I have watched it many times, but not for a long time. Thank you very much,
50,
Sim737 Pilot.
40, 30, 20.
Thank you very much. Forget the horror here one for the £2 donation, sir. That's very kind. Hope you are back in the cockpit soon, mate, he says. I hope so too, buddy. I hope we're all back to doing what we do normally. Very, very kind of you, sir. Thank you. Who knows? No words yet. Currently furloughed. Coming up to my 90 days, 3 touch and goes. We'll be at Rustin to sim for that. I've already sent a memo. Well. We have clearance. Absolutely. Where are we going? Is that holding there as well? Am I going to be shoved into a hold after this vector as well? There's a lot of aircraft in close proximity at different heights, which is alarming. And we're up at 120. I took an extra 15 minutes of fuel because I didn't expect any issues here. We've now just gone zooming past Bucharest Airport. I hope he hasn't forgotten me. I mean, how far are we from the runway? 27 miles away from the airport, going in the other direction. I mean, this is interesting. 28 miles from the airport now. We'll see. Cool 18 now, yeah, we'll give him a little bit. He's clearly busy. Obviously, I'd be on the ball here in real life. I'd be like, really, what's going on, guys? You know, where are we? Where are we in the sequence? What's our estimated approach time? They should be able to give you that interest. But not sure where we're going right now. So yeah, just bear in mind, fuel-wise, 2.7 to divert. So when they get to 1500 aside, unless I can definitely get in here, but if I was to go around and get vectors like this, it'd get interesting.
Alpaca 60 Quebec, turn left heading 350.
Left heading 350 degrees, Alpaca 60 Quebec. Right, let's just see where we're going to go.
Alpaca 17 Alpha, contact Otopeni Tower 120 decimal liner.
120 decimal
MSC, you have a bladder failure, I need to go.
Ryanair 416, descend 2,500 feet via Star, clear for ILS.
Phew, yeah, you got a list of it. You got to remember, guys, they all have different levels of experience and stuff, and we're probably overwhelming them. There's a lot of traffic here today. So yeah, at least we're going roughly in the right direction.
Descend 4,000 feet, QNH 1018, Austria 7901.
Cyber Shadow, how about Dubrovnik? I would love to see you fly the VO Alpha 29. I'll make a note of that, because we are around this part. I want to do some more flights in this neck of the woods, so we'll keep a look at it. Keep an eye on it. So I would have done a PA at this point in real life. Yeah, seatbelt sign on generally means around 15 minutes to landing. Just to say we're holding. Descend flight level 70, Alpaca 60 Quebec. So perhaps a little PA just to say, you know, what's going on. Well, I'd say we're holding, even though we're not literally holding. But it makes no difference to the guys at the back. So I'm going to bring the speed back to 250 now as well. A little bit early. Maybe straight in from here, or certainly an intercept on this heading would work. We're at a good height for that. Direct to the final approach fix.
Loud motion to Mike Charlie, Roger. Reduce speed 170 until 40 m.
2 PA.
And contact tower 120.
Ladies and gentlemen, flight deck captain speaking. Just let you know we have to enter a hold due to the amount of traffic going into Bucharest this evening. Supposed to be holding for the next 5 minutes. We'll be landing in the next 15. Apologies for delay.
50, 40,
And continue
30,
to fast seatbelt sign.
20,
Instructions from cabin crew.
10.
Ground very shortly. Thank you. Something short and sweet like that. Thank you very much, Ice5, for the continued support. Alpaca 60 Quebec, enter left traffic for a 30-mile downwind. Thank you very much.
Ryanair 416.
It was looking like that at one point.
Minimum upper speed, please.
So I think he's going to probably send us further north now. That looks very nice though. Look, he's getting everyone in.
Austrian 791, proceed direct Rarit.
That would have been like to be a little bit tighter in sequencing perhaps. Thanks for flying with Alpaca Airways.
Alpaca 60 Quebec, left heading 290.
Left heading 290 degrees, Alpaca 60 Quebec. So I'm going to get a speed break out now. Looks like we're going to get straight in. A little bit high, but not far off the money at all.
Alpaca 1 Lima Mike, reduce speed 160
Look at that then.
knots.
So doing 250 below 100, do the post cruise checks, fuel lights, APU's off, fuel we've got 3.4, so that's plenty, pressurization is set, seatbelts are FI on, recool, there we are, cruise checks complete, or post cruise checks complete.
500 feet, no speed restrictions.
Heading 29025, pretty sure it's 29, 25 is going to be parallel.
Alpaca 60 Quebec, descend 4,000 feet, QNH 1018, reduce speed 180 knots.
So altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1018, reduce speed to 180 knots, Alpaca 60 Quebec. So 4,000 feet, set QNH 1018, passing
Right heading
8,400, 4,000 feet, standby altimeter is set, reduces speed to 180. That is fine, so we're going to have to go flap 1 as soon as we get towards the up speeds. And he's just getting everyone on the same speed.
Contact with Open Tower 120.9, goodbye.
50.
Logo light,
40,
very good.
30. 20.
The one thing I forgot, the
10.
Domino aim on, see it. Right, so approaching the up speed, we can now select flap 1. In fact, we go straight to flap 2, that way we can do exactly 180 knots. Thank you very much, David B, for your continued support for £5 donation. Can we please have a...
Alpaca 60 Quebec, descend 2,500 feet, clear for ILS approach running 26 right.
Send altitude 2,500 feet on that heading, cleared, ILS 26 right, Alpaca 60 Quebec. So remember, we're going to do a localizer. Big problem with X-Plane though, we haven't picked up the ident yet, so we're too far out. So I think there's a neat little trick, do this. Too far out, so what we need to do here is probably self-position here, because it won't allow us to do it. David B, just to say thank you very much, can we have a song from the first officer whilst we're waiting to land, please? Why do you sound like a country and western singer? Thank you very much. So yeah, look, X-Plane has a problem with picking up localizers this far. We might actually have to self-position here. Let's just do this. This will generate a manually extended centerline for us. Oh, forgot to do the courses. Oopsie daisy, 259. That's not going to help matters. Execute. There we are. Don't forget to do this either. I'm going to go VNAV now. Speed window open. 180. 259.
Approach, flight jet.
So I'm going to use LNAV to intercept the localizer manually for us because we're too far out for X-Plane to generate the localizer. So there comes the magenta line. I'm going to engage LNAV now, so it'll intercept the magenta extended center line. As soon as we get closer, we'll arm Vorlog. There we are. Course is now set.
Clear to Duluth, fly to flight level 260, 40508.
Come on, explain. So yeah, we are. I've extended the centre line basically, and intercepted the magenta line. It's exactly the same. This is a problem with X-Plane 11. You only pick up the localizer when I think we're in 15-18 miles, and we're here.
40. 30.
How far
20,
away from the runway?
10.
I mean, it's very unusual to have intercept the localizer at 20 miles, but we're here anyway. We're established on the LNAV VNAV path, which is what we want to have. Thank you very much, Lynx Loco, for the €5 donation. Very kind. You should try Smart Co-Pilot. My friend and I have been flying lately in a shared cockpit, and it's so much fun. Well, thank you very much, Lynx Loco. I've been approached by numerous streamers who have suggested the idea, and I've been toying with the idea for a while. I've always put it off because I like to run the show in my own pace, in a way, and it's nothing against that. It's not because I don't want to be all on my own. I'm thinking of doing certain things with certain people soon. We'll have a look, but thank you very much for the suggestion and your donation. Very, very kind. So yeah, still no localizer yet. It's usually... No, that was me just hitting the trim wheel. There's a neat little trick here. If you detune and retune the ILS, sometimes it picks up the localizer for you, so watch this. There you go, look. Hold on, what? No, that's a different ILS. Let me just make sure I've got the right frequency first. That might help. I bet I haven't set it. 1107. I hadn't tuned it. Hashtag, aerial pilots. For localizer, live localizer capture, but still, it does often take a long time to pitch in. Look at that, we're right on the glide slope with Vienna here. Perfect. That was good enough. Alpaca 60 Quebec, localizer established, 26 right, 15 miles.
Alpaca 60 Quebec, Roger, maintain speed 170 until 4 DME, please.
170 till 4 DME, Alpaca 60 Quebec. We should have been doing 180 until that point. We now are doing 170, and he wanted that till... Does he say 4 DME? What is it with these guys maintaining ridiculously high speeds until a short final? What was it when they crossed the pond stream? We were told to maintain 190 knots till 4 miles. Yeah, I know, MC. 170 till 4 is a little ambitious. I'll see what we could do. Right, so we'll leave 2,500 feet. Once we're 2 miles from this point, we'll set the minimums there. Runway heading on MCP. Very good. So yeah, remember, we'll leave it in VNAV. We're going to do a localizer only approach. 160 to 4 is more reasonable. 170 to 4 is I can do that. It's fine. It's the same as the flat 5 speed, but yeah, it was on the cross the pond. They wanted 190 till 4. That's a little excessive. Anyway, we are fully established. Weather is perfect.
Lufthansa 479er, proceed direct Rarit, descend 4,000 feet, KNH 1018.
How many likes did we get up to, boys? I know we smashed past the target. I've got 820 people watching the stream. That's fantastic. Thank you so much, guys. Did I hear Jack? You did. That's him wagging his head. Can you hear him again? There he is, look.
50, 40, 30.
Oh, thank you very much, Zero Gravity, for your kind donation. Can you put the song Zero Ozone on Numma Numma on the replays? Thank you very much for your donation. We only have funky music for our replays, guys. 577 likes. That's awesome, guys. Let's see if we can get to 700 after this, at the end of the stream. That would be awesome. Right, so approaching our final approach fix.
Alpaca 60 Quebec, contact Otopeni Tower 120.9er. Goodbye.
120.9er, Alpaca 60 Quebec. Bye now. Perfect. So this is what we call our approaching descent point. So we need to set the minimums rounded up to the nearest 100 feet, so 720. So we've got 800 feet. Verify we have VNAV path engaged, and the speed window is open. And now we can contact Tower 120.
Tower 120.37, we're ready for push and start.
Is there a ground frequency? There isn't. This guy's very quiet. Freckles Aviation glide slopes off in the FMC. That is completely normal. I'm not following the glide slope. I'm following the vertical FMC profile. If I was doing this in real life, it could be just ever so off it. That's completely normal, guys.
Runway 26 right after landing aircraft. We're 69.
Bucharest Tower, good day. Alpaca 60 Quebec, established ILS 26 right at 60 DME. Reducing to final approach speed, Alpaca 60 Quebec. Let's not have another Schiphol. Gear down, flap 15. Landing checklist to flaps. A minimum approach speed's been requested. Star switch is continuous. Recall checked. Speed brake arm green light. Landing gear down 3 green. Order brake is set to 2. Holding on the landing flap, we can select that now. Flap 30. That's set. Roger, Alpaca 60 Quebec. He's very quiet. He's told us to expect a late landing clearance. He's told him to expedite. Go, go, go! It's always so tight here. So flaps, we've got 30 green light. Holding on the landing lights for our clearance. We can now set the missed approach altitude, basing it off the ILS. I know we're flying a localizer. 3,000 feet. 3,000 feet set. We are just waiting for our landing clearance. Oh, come on, buddy. What is it we guys not expediting? It's always the same.
Austrian 79, vacated runway at least.
Oh my goodness me. It's not as tight as Schiphol yet. See what he says. I need to turn him up. He's so quiet as well.
Okay, for takeoff there, 69.
That's fine. If he's rolling now, we're good. Disconnecting. Flight director's off.
Approaching 26
Checked.
right.
Don't need to necessarily do that, but I like to do a little raw data flying today. So attitude looks a little bit higher than I expected. I expect the attitude here. I know there's been some changes to the flight model. It's about 2.5–3 degrees at the moment. It should be at around 1 degree at this flap setting. We're going to be fine, by the way, guys.
Minimums.
Getting high here. 26 right, clear to land. Alpaca 60 Quebec. So a tad high there. That wasn't tight at all. That was normal. Yeah, the attitude's a bit off. I'm going to have to talk to ZIBO about that. It's not where I'd expect it to be. Right, 2 reds, 2 whites. Clear to land. That was perfectly done by the tower controller.
50, 40, 30,
Check.
20,
Close.
Yeah.
Just hold the attitude.
Taxi via Papa Charlie to my stand of my choice, Austrian 7901.
Oh, lovely. Minus 111 a butter. Superb. Right. Oh, we're going to go idle reverse today, we said. Perfect. Idle reverse.
Contact 118.250, Doer 69, have a good evening.
There's 100 knots. Oh, we'll break 2 words out beautifully. 80 knots. Manual braking.
273 Papa line up 26, right.
And here comes 6 knots.
68, Darum 273 Papa.
And we'll take the next left. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bucharest.
Alpaca 60 Quebec, Papa Charlie, stand up your choice, expedite.
Papa Charlie, standard choice, runway vacated now, Alpaca 60 Quebec. Perfect.
273 Papa, wind 1.
Reverse is stowed, keep the speed going because we want to get off the runway. We want to be at 30 knots by the time we enter the taxiway. I love vacating the runway like this, straight onto taxi speed and then on the parallel taxiway. Just make sure we're doing 30 knots. Ah, look at that, smooth, efficient. In we come. Ah, what a flight, guys. What a flight. That was really done by the tower controller, perfectly timed for the departure to get away there. And here we are, we've made it, we're in one piece. Bucharest, I think it's 2 hours ahead of Zulu, so the local time, I believe, here, 9:25 in the evening at the moment, so we're going to now taxi on to stand. Now you'll notice ZIBO's updated, this is correct, notice how at 29 it's big letters, when you get to 30, I'll just accelerate here, it goes to a smaller number. That's exactly what the real aircraft does, which is a pretty nice little neat touch. I am speeding at the moment. So stand of choice, we'll go here, Oscar November, we'll go in via Sierra. Very nice. Right, here goes the chat. I love this when you start doing the cleaner. Oh, sorry, the local time is 10:30. Yeah, for 3 hours plus Zulu. Sorry, guys. Sorry,
50,
guys.
40,
Right, let me do the clean
30,
up because I know you guys
20,
start going
10.
absolutely mad. The chat trim's coming to 4 units. Thank you very much to whoever that was, sir. That was Dominic Orsini. Thanks for the $2 donation. Thanks for the ride, real captain. Yeah, the game's up. Someone's found out that I wasn't a real captain today. Thank you very much for the continued support. That's very, very kind of you. Right, trim's going to be reset to 4 units then. God, it's a long way back. Yeah, something wasn't quite right with the attitude there on approach. I just noticed before I disconnected, it was up at 2.5–3 degrees. It should be around 1, and it used to be always there. That's why I got a bit confused. See how I got high with 3 whites? It's because the attitude, I don't know, maybe it was me, but I don't know if the attitude was slightly off, but I need to do a little bit more playing with that. I've not seen it be that high before. Right, that's all set. What else have I forgotten up here? Probes. Let's go in via Sierra. Boot up that APU. We'll go next to... Is there any alpacas? We always try to go next to an alpaca if we can. Oh, there's no alpacas here. We'll go next to them right there. We can now shut down engine number 2. Plastic caution ELEC. Weather radar, very good. I always forget that one just to get you guys on the ball. Yep, very good. Oh yeah, this plus 100 I've already done.
Austrian 7901 is parked and going offline. Thank you for the ATC. Bye bye.
Have a good day.
Master caution, that will be ELEC as well. There we are. Scenery Guys by TDG, another one of his excellent freeware airports. Always recommend these guys. This guy for the scenery.
And 10-7, ready speed to final approach speaker.
Copy speed, final approach speed, 10-7.
There we are, on to stand. Only a few minutes behind schedule. Stop. There we are. So, parking brake is set. Put AP on the bus now. There we are. Start switches. Yes. 2 blues, 1 red, and the engines are there we are, dead. Oh my goodness. What's going on with my mouse view? Right, engines are dead, ladies and gentlemen. Let's release the alpacas. We have made it into Bucharest. Another slightly delayed departure, arrival, but nothing to worry about. We've made it to Romania, our first ever time. Fantastic welcome here, guys. What an enjoyable sector that was. Now, why isn't the air bridge connecting? Fuel's off.
50,
anti-cushion light, maybe?
30, 20, 10.
It's not happy about something. Well, the passengers might have to stay on board for a little bit longer. Absolutely crazy. Oh my goodness, man. Christian 4 coming in with another £50 donation, man. You're absolutely insane. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. Very, very kind of you coming in there with that again. Christian 4, great job, Captain. Next leg. Lima Romeo Charlie Lima. We'll make a note of that. We have a lot of requests coming in. That was very, very kind of you again. I don't even know where that is, but I'm guessing it's in Romania, seeing it's Lima Romeo. But very, very kind of you, sir. Very, very good of you. Well, I'm not sure why the air bridge isn't connecting, but it should be around here now. We'll have to just get the people to basically fall out the door with no air stairs available. But that's what we can do. Fantastic. Right, so we're going to log off of VATSIM there. Thank you very much to the Romanian ATC coming online. Vectors obviously wasn't sure where we were going, but you know, these guys have all levels of experience and stuff, and I'm not the sort of guy who's going to give someone a hard time for doing something like that online. You know, these things happen. Very elongated, but the actual vectored into final approach was really nice, and the speed control was brilliant. The tower spacing for takeoff was perfect. So yeah, I always appreciate these guys coming in, spending their time enjoying their hobby, providing a realistic ATC, which is always good to see. Cool, right, well, what was the landing rate? It was good, 111. I always like to try and read some of these comments. We had here float deck to sim. It wasn't too floaty, it was alright. Butter, nice landing, nice captain, very good. usual banter, of course, and stuff. Brilliant. Well, what can we say? I think we need to end Sim Toolkit Pro here, and it wouldn't be a flight deck to sim live stream without the funky music. There we go. Hopefully I've got rid of the echo as well. So let's have a look at the landing. It doesn't always look that great at night time. Hopefully look good. And I hope ZIBO gets this version out of the mod for you very, very soon. I had a huge performance increase with this new C++ coding as opposed to the Lua, X-Lua, whatever that stuff means. But I know he's very much working hard. Go show your appreciation to ZIBO. You know, pop him a few pennies. He'd always appreciate that because this is all his project. He works for completely free. So let's have a look at this landing here. Always looks good at night as well. But I don't think we're going to see much from here. It's good enough, to be fair. I didn't use much rudder, but to be fair, there wasn't much wind. You can just hold the yaw in there. Oh, nice. Let's do another. Have I timed it perfectly? Let's see. Not bad. Oh. Nice. Well, I'm going to go get myself one of those Romanian drinks, I think, from the terminal, guys. Thank you so much again for coming on board another flight deck to see on a live stream. Very enjoyable. Excuse me. Thanks to everyone that joined as a member, donated as per usual, as certainly never required, but always very much appreciated. Very kind of you. To Tough Bob and Dave Rofen, congratulations winning the giveaway. You'll get your mug and hoodie sent out to you as soon as possible. Get in contact with me in the social media feeds. That's the best way of doing it. I know there's a delay with Teespring at the moment with certain merchandise getting out, but I'll get that ordered for you tonight. We'll do it a different way. Get in contact with me and I'll explain how we'll do it anyway. That's very, very kind of you for turning up as usual. Guys, got a members event on tomorrow, so no public stream, and then on a Sunday evening I might do something a bit different. Keep posting posted, no plans, as per usual. This is my full-time thing at the moment. Guys, stay safe as per usual in these crazy times. I hope you're all safe, and yeah, guys, thank you very much for turning up. I'll stop. I always waffle. I waffle away. Guys, stay safe. I'll see you soon. Bye bye for now.